right, I want to welcome everybody to the family tree. Put your hands together, family. Come on, come on, come on. Put your hands together. Yeah, Come on, come on. I know you're feeling this Wednesday. You're trying to get over the hump. Put your hands together.
I know that's right.
Come on, y'all. Come on in. More folks coming on in. Good.
Yep,
Good
here they come,
Doctor.
Here
Here they come. That's right. Come on in. Good to see everybody. Hopefully everyone's doing well.
Yep.
And we're going to get started. And Big B.
Victoria's in the house. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, man. See your groove be going so good. Everybody just we sit back, just clicking our heels, man.
Hey, man, nothing better than the sounds of samba.
Oh, there we are, everybody. There you are.
Yes. What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing well.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir.
Welcome to the family tree. This is the place where we say you get your holistic update for the week.
Sir.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Wednesday. That's right. And with that, we call it the family tree because we say this is where the ancient laurel trees were that our family and sat together and we got around the tree. Big B, because we talked about good stuff.
Yeah,
we
man.
talked about
Yes,
keeping
sir.
the family together, problems, solutions, anything going on with the tribe, the family. We got around the tree because the tree represents your social security.
Yes,
you
sir,
gotta
buddy.
say it slow, y'all. Social
security.
What does that mean?
Yes, sir.
It means that it's not a check, y'all. It's your family. That's right.
I know that's
that means
right.
that somewhere around here in this tree of people that we gather today every Wednesday may be a solution to your problem or situations that are going on. It's usually the situation is very close to you that we can solve our problems. So we invite you to the conversation. This is a holistic blast. We say update every week. So if you have a question, concern, anything on your heart and mind, we want to say join the conversation. Go down to your menu box, see where it says chat right there at the bottom. Or actually, it's the reaction bar.
The react bar. There you go.
Reaction bar, and then you can actually put yourself in queue, like Big B up there. Put your hand up, and we'll try to get you in queue. If you're someone that says, "Well, I don't want to get in queue. I just want to ask a question," you may want to put it down in the chat box. Usually, we got Prophetess, but Prophetess not with us today. I don't know, Big B. Can you?
Fingers 2 is here.
We got Fingers 2. Ruth is in here. Ruth Presley is gonna be in here.
Fingers 2 is in the house.
Like a cow. Eat like a cow. She got us covered.
Yeah,
She's going to
buddy.
take the message, and if you have a question, concern, look in your chat box because we try to get the answers. A lot of the questions already been answered. Stay in there, and we'll get it to you. We can't answer all of them, right, Big B? But we'll try.
We'll do our best.
If you're someone that may have called and you may have called in by phone, you're listening by phone and you have a question, you may have missed the prompt that tells you how to actually log in or raise your hand. No worries. Just tell us you're calling by phone and we'll try to get you in. How's that sound?
Yes, sir.
All right. I want to get started. Let's get locked and loaded. Let's roll right on in and let's give our host with the most, Big B, Bill 1L Morgan.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir, buddy.
Hey, boy.
What's up, buddy?
I'm doing well, man. Like I said, it's not one of them hugging days. I'm doing my bestest.
Yeah, you can't hug today. You can. You still can if you want to.
Yep, that's true. Hey, Dr. B, my tree said, back up. Leave me alone. I'm trying to suck some water up today.
So, Big B, we've been following things, man. There's some things that are sort of jumping off a little bit. We're having a little respiratory issues that are going on, kind of lingering around, so give us our latest numbers on the CDC number side, all right?
All right, man. Our summary comes up at this point. We're trending down at 4.7% for our positive for flu for this week, guys. Okay, and that's our baseline, guys. And this is for outpatient. It's also trending down, Dr. P, at 1.9%. That's for all providers out there right now. Just people kind of taking a look at everything. And for what we call our flu serve, that's at 85.2, and that's for the cumulative hospitalization rate per 100,000 of people. And that whole deal, man, for the data for inside 400 in the hospitals, that's also trending down, Dr. P, at 1.3%. And listen, man, let me say this to you. I'm really jumping on this one. Brother, no mortality, Dr. P, at all, brother, at all.
There you go.
So I have no mortality,
mortality.
my friend. None.
All right.
Yeah, buddy.
So this is good. We are in a time where we know the seasonal changes are happening. So at this time, we think that everything is whirling where it's supposed to. We don't have any odd numbers. We don't have anything really. A couple of respiratory issues, RSV virus is still going around. Also, we have that HMRV that actually is
Right.
running around. So we have a couple of things that are sort of like in the air, but we're doing okay. All right, we're going to get started, and we're going to start off. I always say we start off with a testimony. We start off with a testimony because the testimony goes a long way. And with the testimony, we start off because somebody's going through something. You know, you're
Always,
either
man.
going in a storm, you're in a storm, or you're coming out of a storm. Well, whatever the situation, we want to give you an applaud and to say every great journey starts with one step. So with that, we encourage you because in the midnight hour, y'all heard this
Ooh,
song.
don't you know? Don't you know?
In the midnight hour, you got a lot going on, and a lot of people can't get through, and they need an encouraging word. And if somebody said, well, they can get up, so can I. So we encourage you today. We say if you have something that you've gotten over this week or a success in any way, it could be blood pressure, could be no inflammation, could have been a testimony of something on your heart and mind. I want you to tell us so we can encourage you. Now the floor is officially open. Anyone have testimony? The floor is officially open. All right. Anybody have testimony you want to start
Anybody
off
get anything
with?
going? Don't be shy, y'all. Come on now.
Anybody? Anybody? Is there
Viola,
anyone?
I
this
heard
is
Yes.
somebody say
Viola.
something.
Miss
Viola? Yes,
Viola,
Viola, go ahead.
how are
Yes,
you?
can you hear me good?
Yes,
Yes, we
I'm doing
can.
a lot better. I didn't have the flu and I didn't have COVID, but I had a very bad respiratory that I had to
Mm,
call my doctor to get prothicamine, which is a DM cough syrup, to take that mucus out because it was starting to get a little yellow tinge. And when
mm-hmm.
that yellow tinge comes about, then I know what I have to do. And she doesn't tell me that I need to come and see her because, we got a rapport that she understands when I know how to recognize it. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
lot better. But I tell you, I was down for like 4 days.
Wow.
I'm just thanking God that He didn't come and get me, but I
Yes,
laid low
yes.
for at least 4 days. But I feel
Mm.
a lot better. But
All right.
Dr. Paul, I want to let you know because I told Brother Bill that I shared the information with a lady that's on Katrina Maddox,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and
Hey, Katrina.
Hey,
she's
Katrina.
Oh, that's
someone
nice.
new,
Okay.
Hey,
and she's
how are you?
I think she's in Georgia somewhere,
But
but
I'm originally
I
from
just
New Jersey.
All right.
okay.
All
I'm
right.
originally from
Hey,
Well,
Jersey.
Katrina.
welcome.
Georgia's okay. I was
Welcome.
born down there, so don't you start no
We
stuff.
let Georgians and New Jerseys in the family too.
Welcome,
I'll let
Katrina.
her,
Welcome.
if she
Glad to
doesn't
Thank
give
have
a
you.
you.
testimony,
Thank
I will let
you.
her. I'll be quiet. But I thank you for being there.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Yes. And we say, let this not be the last time. Come on back through again, Katrina. We
I,
invite you. Come on through. Yes.
Dr. Paul, I'm hooked. I've been listening to house music. That's my thing. So,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
y'all stuck with me.
oh,
Wow.
oh, we stuck. We
And my
stuck.
husband DJ, so I already told him, I need the song. I gotta find it. I think that's Esperanza Spalding, so that's gonna be in
Yes.
the playlist.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I love Esperanza.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, let's give a shout out first of all to Miss Viola. Give her a hand for
Yes, yes,
recruiting, for actually
yes.
getting over the
Yeah, yeah.
flu and
Congratulations.
whatever that
That's
was, that
right. That's
bug that
right.
she had. She
Lord.
she got over it. So congratulations. Yes, yes. Give her a hand, y'all. Come on, come on, come on,
Indeed,
come on.
indeed, indeed.
Come off mute.
Indeed, indeed.
Congratulations.
So,
Yes, yes.
so I'm glad.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes.
congratulations. Keep up the
Yes.
good
Praise
work.
God.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Viola.
Yep.
Praise
And
God.
as we were talking, when I first started off, I said, that's kind of lingering around. A lot of people are still having that respiratory. So I want to talk to you today about a very perfect timing to do what's called an olfactory nerve reset. Oh, I'm gonna let you.
Need that
I'm gonna
one,
let you
buddy.
work
Yes,
with this
sir.
one. I'm gonna let you work with that. I'm gonna unpack that today. So get your pens and pads ready.
All right.
Olfactory nerve and how you reset that, and what is the olfactory nerve, and how is it pertinent to today and at this very time. So we're going to break
Mm-hmm.
that down a little bit later. All right, anybody else have a testimony? Come on in,
Come
we got
on,
more
Dr.
folks coming in.
Paul. Come on,
Oh,
Dr.
is
Paul. You
is
know, you
that
know.
Ruth? I
That,
I
that,
was I was
that's
slow
that's the
pitching.
Ruthie.
I was
I'm
trying
sorry.
to slow pitch a softball over there,
Don't worry, start.
hoping
Don't
that
worry,
she
start.
would knock it out the park.
That's what. See,
Miss Ruth Presley, give her a hand. Yeah, come on, Miss Ruth. Come on up to the front. That's
I'm
right.
coming up to the front.
Come on up to the front.
I am 70 years of
yeah,
Yeah.
life.
I
And
heard
I am
that.
so grateful to God for my life because I was told in 1997 to go home and get my house in order because
Have
I
mercy.
think I was.
Wow.
And I went home and I got my house in order. So whatever that is, 30 years later, I'm still
Shut up.
here because I
Go
got
ahead
my
now.
house in
Go ahead
order,
now.
people.
Yes,
That's right. That's right.
And
That
that's
was the
right, that's
command. Get
right.
your house
anyway.
in order.
That's
Get
right.
your
That's
house
right.
in order.
That
Mhm.
everybody should. Yep, you're
I
right.
know that's right.
Everybody should take responsibility for your health.
I know that's right.
Yes.
It's not up to the doctor. It's not up
Well,
to your family.
yeah,
It's up to you. It's your health.
girl, help me
Mhm.
now.
It's
Mhm.
so I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure at the age of 41.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I decided that I was going to get my house in order, and I just changed a lot of things. And along the road, I met Dr. Paul, and I'm grateful to God that I had a heart specialist that allowed me to navigate my choices.
Amen.
Mhm.
Sometimes doctors like, you are going to do what I'm going to do, then you need to get out of my office. But he
Mm.
allowed me to do that. And
Mhm.
I am still here today because I decided to hear what God had to say about eating, resting,
Yes.
exercise, movement.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
people love to tell me how hard it is. And
Mhm.
my response is it harder to have a heart transplant or to eat an apple?
Well,
Well,
You
girl,
get
like
to
a
shut your
simple
decide.
mouth. Go.
choice
You
to
better
me.
That's
stop.
right.
You get to decide.
I
Is it
Mhm.
agree.
harder to do that? Is it harder to stop eating ice cream and cake, whatever is making you sick? Or do you want to be with some of your toes gone?
Girl.
Mhm.
You
Talk
Woo.
to
have
me
to
now.
decide what is important to us.
Mm.
There's
Nice simple choice
some
to
people
me.
say it got to taste like something. And
Mm.
my response is, does it taste like diabetes?
Ooh, help me now.
Woo.
Look,
Does
come on, get him, run around the room, Dr. Paul. Good, 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 good. What you
Spoken,
talking about?
we got a
Y'all want
spoken
to take and
word
run
artist in
around?
the family. We got a
Preach,
spoken word artist up in here.
Mhm. That's
preach.
right. That's right.
we
That's right.
have to realize that our bodies, as Dr. Ball said, we were created by a creative genius.
Yeah.
Our
Yes.
bodies never ever lie. My body never lied. I
Yes.
didn't listen. And
Mm.
I didn't get
My,
sick
my,
because
my.
of my dietary choices. Of course, that was some of it, but it was my emotional choices.
That's
You
From your
don't have
interesting.
mouth
to
to
watch.
dad's ears.
Yep.
You don't even have to watch. You don't have to. You have to watch it all because it is connected. It's not
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
one thing, it's a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
connected. Because I
Mm-hmm.
could be eating as good as I was eating, but my emotional health was a wreck.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did not, they call it, my heart didn't fail me. I failed my heart.
Have mercy.
Yes.
Mm,
Yes. I
mm,
hear
mm.
you. You know, they
Right?
always say, yeah, absolutely. People saying they had a heart attack. No, you attacked the heart. That's what happened.
Well,
You
don't you
That's what
know?
attack your
happened.
heart
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
By
with
what you're
your
eating.
choice.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm
And
here
that's
to
your
encourage us, no matter how dire the diagnosis, prognosis, whatever they're saying, whether it be stage 4 cancer or heart transplant, God will turn it around
Amen.
when we are
Mm.
Amen.
willing and obedient.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
these are said,
Yes.
Yes.
willing and obedient, you'll eat of the fat of the land, not the fat of
Yes.
the cow, the
Amen.
fat of the
Amen.
Well,
land.
Yes.
well,
Eat like a
well.
cow. Eat like
Eat
a
like a
cow.
cow. But it's not as hard as we want it to be. You have to
No, no,
Yes.
no.
decide which is more important, a quality of life where you can bounce off the floor and dance with your grandchildren, or a quality of life where you can barely walk. I was
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
41
Yes.
years old and could barely walk across the room without losing my breath. I
Mm-hmm.
decided I took control of me and my
Mm-hmm.
choices, and I didn't blame my genes and my parents and everybody else.
I heard
I
that.
took responsibility. You have to take responsibility for your choices because, as Dr. Paul tells us, you can course correct your genes. You give your body what it needs. Your genes gonna say, "Hey, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I've
Mm-hmm.
been looking for you. That's
I've
right.
been
I've been
looking for
looking for
you."
you. I've been looking for you. That's right.
So all of my numbers are
in
good.
some cases.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to decide. You decide
Yeah.
what's working for you. As people say, well, everybody's different.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you told me, if you were as sick as I was, and you said, you know what I did? I spit on the ground 3 times and I turned around and God healed me. I'm going to go spit on the ground.
You gonna spit on the ground? That's
I'm spit
fast,
on the
man.
ground.
I got you. I got you.
You know
Well,
what I mean? But I'm saying I'm gonna stop
yes.
talking. But anyway,
No, no, no. I want you to
Girl,
shout
please.
because if you want to shout, she came in today, y'all, and she just lit up the whole board. When I say lit up the whole board, I mean
Well,
everybody. See her dancing over there. Everybody, I want to tell you, every one of her numbers were crushed. She
spot
crushed
on.
them
Crushing it,
all.
huh?
Let's give Ruth a hand. Everybody, come
yeah,
off
That's
mute.
right.
Ruth.
Come off
That's right.
mute.
That's
Come off
right.
mute.
Congratulations, Ruth.
Yes.
Congratulations,
Good
Wow,
job,
Ruth.
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 That's right,
God
Ruth.
bless you. God bless
Thank
you.
Right.
you,
That's right.
everyone.
Way to
Love
go,
that
Ruth.
Yes.
testimony. Love it.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Yeah,
numbers on endothelial disruption down,
My,
neuropathy
my, my, my,
down,
my.
heart down, everything was down. I mean,
Oh, that's
everything was
wonderful.
down to green. And I'll tell you, I'm so
Great.
proud of Ruth. I'm so proud of you in so many ways because you've come a long way and you set a testimony for so many people to hear you. You know, I always talk about testimonies and people say, well, you say it all the time, Doc. That's right. I'm supposed to say it, right? That's what y'all say. But it's
Mm-hmm.
good to hear it and when you see people apply the principles. So
That's right. That's right.
congratulations, you are to be rewarded for your obedience. You remember this is an obedience thing. You know,
yes,
when you're walking in this light, you have to walk in obedience. We have to transformation
Man,
happens
ain't
by
that
the
the truth
renewing of your
of your
mind.
mind? Yes, sir,
Got it?
buddy.
So with that, I congratulate you one more time. Let's give Ruth a hand. Thank you, Ruth. We
Congratulations, Ruth.
appreciate you.
Thank you,
Thank you and
Ruth.
Keep
congratulations.
coming, Ruth. You're gonna be
Yeah.
young as me in a
thank you,
minute.
thank you.
Now,
Congratulations.
Now,
Yes,
before
yes,
we
yes.
go to the next person, if there's another person, y'all think about the next testimony. I have some announcements to make. Okay? I got
Okay.
a couple of announcements to make. And I don't know if they're on right now. Is Reverend Leroy Miles on right now? Is Reverend Miles on? Reverend Miles, is
Reverend
he
Miles, are you here?
on? If he's not on, okay, I just want to give a real quick plug. Okay. The plug is that we are having, and this is Enon, there's going to be a men's function that's going to take place this coming Saturday at the Men Know Your Numbers at Enon.
Oh,
You heard
yes,
me
yes,
talk
yes.
about
I
this
heard you talk about
before.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is something that we do every year. This is an event. I want to pull up the event for anyone that has a male in their life. And this is was set before. You know, we always have men, we got to drag them in by their ankles. You know,
Ain't that the truth?
that's what we started when I first started this journey. I started off with Men's Health, and it was over at Center in the Park. And we had specific programs that were designed just for men because men are the least to go to doctors. You know, they're the last ones after it's in, you know, you got to literally drag them by their ankles
Ain't that
in
the truth?
before they can do it. Now, it's not, that's to be understood because the system in some ways has failed us. Of course, we know because of the things that were going on Tuskegee and the trust factor. But I want to
Mm-hmm.
say that there's one place that we can go. We know that every year they can have a test done. So if they don't go to the doctors, and this is ladies, if you have a significant other in your life that does not want to go to the doctors at all, don't trust them, at least they can go to the E9 men's 18th annual Men Know Your Numbers event. That's
Mm-hmm.
going to take place this Saturday, and it's going to be at Enon Tabernacle Baptist Church. That's 2800 West Cheltenham Avenue. That's going to be up on the hill, y'all. I want to put this on here, Big B. I'm going to punch this in here so that
Okay.
when we get it, I'm going to send it to you so you can put it in the notes. And
Okay.
when you send out the actual
The
protocol,
chat, right.
the chat, you'll
Mhm.
be able to see it. But I want
All
to
right,
show
great.
everyone so that you can see it and know your numbers. I would say take a picture of this with your phone. Get your phone ready. Because there's a little scan code in there. You can go right to and BB. Tell me if it's on. It's on. All right. Tell me if
All
it's.
right, sure will.
Yeah,
Mhm.
can you see it? Can you see it?
No,
Can
not
you
yet. Not yet.
All right, let me see if you're on. There we go.
Bam, there it is right there, buddy.
Okay,
If you
there
can, if
you
you can
go.
scroll down a little bit so you can see the QR code, then it'll be
Mm-hmm.
take a picture of the number.
There you go. Can you see it now?
There you go. Yes, sir. Right there. Uh-huh.
Okay, so here are the numbers here. This is what they're going to have. There's going to be basic kidney screening. There's going to be sponging clinic, man cave, metabolic screenings, oral cancer screening, PSA, urinalysis, vision exams, panel discussion, and PAD, and more. So I would say this is a great event. Brothers, come on out. See at the bottom, register, enontab.org. You can scan the code right in the right-hand corner. be a part of the event. It starts from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So all day we've been, Enon has been a part of this venture for Pastor Waller. Shout out to Pastor Waller. Have been doing this event, of course, 18 years. So it's been a mission to help men in their journey. So support the men for this function. If you need a man in your life that needs help and at least get tested once a year, you can come here to E9. All right. All right. Next, I have another guest on the line, and that is Brother Kadir. Is he in?
Peace,
Brother
Dr.
Kadir?
There's right there. Yes, sir. He's
There he
there.
is. There he is. There he is. There he is. Come
There
on
he
in,
is.
brother. Come on in. How you doing, my brother?
I'm well. I give thanks. Thanks for having me. I
Oh, we gonna
appreciate it.
put you in the spotlight there, brother. Yo, good to see you, man. For
Yes, sir.
those
Yes,
that do
sir.
not know you, this is your first time. Welcome to the family tree. I want you to
Yes,
tell
sir.
people who you are,
Okay,
what
okay.
legacy you come from, and
Yes,
what's
sir.
going on. You got a special announcement to make.
I want to say thank you everybody for having me. My name is Kadir. I represent the second generation of ACAT. We're a family-owned business that I'm operating since 19. Yes, yeah. We got some family. We got some cousins in the chat. I see. Got some cousins up in
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We've been doing business since 1969. Being a second generation to carry the torch, carrying the culture, the production, the education of everything we got going on. I'm inviting everybody out to come check us out. But specifically, we have some special events with Dr. Paul. I want to make sure everybody can come out. We have a series of different events that's coming up, and is it's really to get real intimate. I know you got these Wednesdays, like intimate, about conversations that I have for our community has resonant. Like I'm an allergy guy, so one of our first talks is going to be about allergy. I'm not sure everybody got allergy. I don't know where it come from, but I can't wait to really dive into that conversation and get into it.
Yes.
Yes, we're talking about the fibroids in the community, the postrates, and the stem cells. So it's broken up in three different phases, and just really trying to come with some clarity for the community. So everybody is invited. If you want to check the ticket, you can get the tickets at acaf.us/events. It's gonna be a beautiful event. We're gonna be doing a big sale that day, 15% off everything, and we got a special gift for everybody that come through, a special AKF product that we've been producing for a while. And I'm looking forward to the building. I'm really looking forward to healing because so much information that we don't know, especially me being a young man. And I'm excited for the event, something we've been trying to do for a long period of time. I'm excited to be here with you guys and learn today and just continue to like. And I feel like one as second generation member of ACAD, this is one where we pass like information. The information
Yes.
between
Yes.
generations is so
Yes.
so
Yes.
important. Like
Yes.
just making that connection.
Yes.
So that's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody invited, please
I'm
come on
glad to
out.
see you, brother. Yes, sir,
Yes,
man.
let's give
I'm glad to
Where's
Brother
the
see you, brother.
event?
Kadir a
Yes, sir,
hand.
man.
Let's
What you
give him
talking
a
about?
hand. Come on.
Where's
For a
the
Come on,
young
y'all. Let's
boy
event?
give
too.
a
Come
hand.
on
Thank
now.
you. Thank
Come
you
on
very
now.
much.
Love that.
But
Now,
where is the
Thank
event going to
you.
be? Because
now,
we saw
now,
the flyer, but it doesn't say where the
yes.
event is.
So,
Okay.
Kadir, give them the information on where the event's going to take place. And this is going to be a series. So it's going to be May 7th, 6 to 8, June 4th, 6 to 8, and July 2nd, 6 to 8. It's going to be at ACAF. Now, give them the information
Okay.
on.
He's
You
muted
went on
somehow.
mute. You went on mute. You went on
Yep.
mute.
And if you can, make sure you also type it in when you get a chance into the chat. But right now, you're still muted.
You're still muted there. Can you there you go. Let me see
I
if I
got
can
There you
find.
go.
There
There,
you
there
go.
it is.
There you go. There you go.
So I'm definitely gonna put the link and everything in the chat. So we at 221 South 52nd Street, in between Walnut and Locust, a little block called Chancellor. You can't miss us. They got Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey in front of our building. Yeah, Baba just gave you the dates, 3 dates. So I'm saying anything that you feel like that relate to you, that or you really need guidance, or you know somebody that can probably get some answers and stuff like that. Please bring them out.
Yeah.
Yes,
And please
yes,
put all
yes.
the info in the chat so I can make sure that
Yes,
everybody gets it, Kareem. All right.
Yeah, and you know what? Let me give this. I'm gonna give you the link. I'm gonna put the link right
Okay,
in
great. Cool.
Okay,
and
that's
in
great.
the chat box, and that's for anyone that
Yeah.
wants to. Do you have the website that they can go to? It's on the website too, also, right?
Yep.
Okay, what's
acaf.us.
Gotta talk
ACAF.
slower.
I'm sorry. My mom always told me that too. But
Mm.
it's
Get it, Mama
that's
Kamara.
that young
yeah.
energy. That's that young energy. Moves
Yeah.
fast, y'all. You
Yeah.
gotta slow it down.
Yeah.
Slow it down.
So it's acaf.us, ACAF, which stands for African Cultural Art Form. us. You go on our website, you click on events, you're gonna see a calendar with different events that we have coming up, and Dr. Paul, one of the events that you're gonna see.
Yes, yes. Here it is. And
Cool.
I'm gonna post it over here, y'all, so that we can see that. And it's here. And this is supporting ACAF in the community in West Philadelphia. So West Philadelphia, we coming, all right? We're going to have 3 sets of events going on, sponsored over at ACAF. If you haven't been through ACAF, it's like a museum, y'all. You go over there and you can see the world. They bring the world right to West Philly. So it's your father. Tell them your father and your uncle and a little bit about ACAF, if you could. If you could just give
Yes,
us
I'm gonna tell you a funny story how I was actually born. So, like I said, I'm the second generation. My father and my uncle, they've been doing business since 1969. So, based like in the 70s, late mid 70s, they started doing international business, doing trade with Jamaica, doing trade with Haiti and different African countries. My dad spent a lot of time in Jamaica. My uncle spent a lot of time in Haiti. So, my mom is from Jamaica, and my aunt is from Haiti.
Okay,
So,
okay.
with the business, with the land, so it was basically just connecting with the people in different countries and really being amongst their trading. The products that we make are incense, our shea butters for different goods and artwork. So with the relationships that my dad and my uncle was able to acquire, we got art from almost all over diaspora, from Southern America to all the African countries, the Caribbeans, and then also we just try to take we have a product line that we branched out that we started with, but it really had branched out more. For example, we work with some brothers in Cameroon, right on the equator to bring a coffee over. And we package it and put it in the markets. Any market in the Delaware Valley, you can find ACAP products. And if we don't find our products, I always tell somebody to ask about us because what we do at ACAP is just more than just create products. It's really an on-a-job training program. Every year we got youth working with us throughout the year, after school, during the summertime, to teach them, educate them about how you can make money in the world without doing these other things. And a lot of times we're not exposed to these things. So you can see a young child help packaging products, and then the same week they say, "Oh, I seen our products in the supermarket," and that's this type of pride that we give them. Yeah, and they also give them an idea
Yes.
what can be accomplished. You know what I mean? And it's like
Yes.
so many people that have came through ACAF, and I'm grateful for that. Um, so many people. There's a long list of people that and they wind up being affecting the world, influencing the world. And I believe that things like this at an early age, it really dictates the direction you go to. Being around positive environments, culture environments, and getting people culture sound at a young age.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. Yes. And tell everybody who your father
Some of
is
ACAF
and
for
your
y'all.
uncle.
Cause I can go on and on, but I don't want to take away from.
Yeah, tell them who your father
So my
is
father named
and
Brother Sharif. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Brother
Okay.
Sharif is my father, yes, if y'all know him. And my uncle's Uncle Rashi, the elder Uncle
mm-hmm.
Rashi. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
And we
Yeah.
had him on we had him on the Green Hour years
Hmm.
ago when they brought the incense in and they were just, they were holding it down then, but you're following in their footsteps. We're proud of you. We're gonna say we're gonna support this event. I'm glad to be in support of the event, and I can't wait to get there because we're gonna break it down, y'all. We're gonna talk about fibroids because this is what they want to hear, and I think this is for the community of West Philly. We're gonna talk about the allergies because we're right in the allergy season, fibroids, and then we talk about prostate health. Of course, we just talked about the men's event going on at E9, but also we want to talk about the events, the issues with prostate, men's health, but also stem cell therapy. So some of those things are questionings. Are these things good for you? Can you do alternatives? So we're going to get down. It's going to be a private set and it's going to be a VIP set. So I'm going to give the link down in the bio down here on the chat box. And thank you, my brother. We appreciate you. All right.
Appreciate you, bro. Thanks
All
for
day
having
Right.
me.
long.
Man.
Appreciate
Appreciate you,
you.
man.
Tell Kareem I said, hey, all right.
All right, will do. Yes, yes, sir.
All right.
Peace.
Thank you so much. And I want to say here, I want to show y'all just where his website is located. That's again, acaf.us. If you go right to the website, you can see everything right there. And let me just make sure I put that on there. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. You
Okay,
slide it up a little bit, but
yep,
but
there
you
you
can. There
go.
we go, right there. Yes, sir.
Okay, there you go. All the products and things that they have to store. Yep. And you see the sea moss. Uh-oh, you got the sea moss. That's right.
Okay. All right.
And like I said, there's so many
You got
testimonies
the
that
green drink there.
green
Well,
drink is there. Yes, it is. The
well.
green
I
drink
had
is
a
over
green drink.
there. Yes, the green drink is over there. That's right. All right, so take a peruse of the website. Let's give a hand one more time for Brother Kildare. Come on, let's give him a hand, y'all. Come on, come on, come on, come
Upholding the
on.
legacy.
Right.
Yes, upholding the
All right now.
legacy, keeping it
Thank
Good
going,
you.
job. Good
All
keeping
job.
it
right.
moving.
Thank
That's
you.
right.
Thank
Thank
you.
All
you.
right.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
All right.
Congratulations.
And it'll be on also where you can actually sign up for the. It's going to be seating. I know seats are going to be, moving fast. So definitely, you want to go over if you're interested in purchasing tickets. Go to the website, and he'll have all the information for you. Okay, or call him on that number. Now, Kadir, would you like to give him a telephone number also, or are you only taking by email or online?
You can hit us on or you can email us online at acaf.us. I
Okay,
mean acaftribe at gmail.com, info at acaf.us. Our phone number is 215
Slow,
four
slow,
seven
slow.
six. Oh, you're right.
two one
Yeah,
five
yeah.
two one
Four
five.
476 0680.
All right. Find out more information, y'all. Tune in. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. All
Yes,
right.
sir. Of
Looking
course.
forward to the event.
Yes,
All
yes, sir.
right. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, man.
Anyone? Let's go back
Important.
into testimonies. We're going to finish off with the testimonies. Anyone have a testimony they want to follow up with? Anything that happened this week that they were surprised at? I tried it and it worked. Anything you want to share with the family? The floor is open. Big B, anybody on your
Well,
side? Mm-hmm.
I want to share something.
Okay.
All right, take us back to the full screen, Dr. P.
All
Okay. There
right.
you
There we
I
go.
go.
want to say that a doctor had given me some instructions for my locked fingers, and I got the brace, and it's been doing better. So I feel very grateful for that because when your hands don't work, everything else is off base. But then the
Yes.
other thing I want to ask you now, that's my testimony.
Okay.
That I'm grateful, and as he said, the body doesn't belong to us anyway. It's God's body. He belonged to him. And when
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
you say that you love God and don't take care of your body, something is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go
That's
back to
right.
the
Huh?
drawing board.
Well.
And I told the Lord that I'm afraid of his wrath. I've seen God's wrath. And
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want I want his obedience. I want to be obedient.
That's right.
And when I come to the doctor, if I'm not gonna do what he say, like my mama said, don't go. So I
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
do what you say.
Mm.
I do what
Mm.
you say,
That's
and
right.
I'm grateful. And
Yes.
I'm telling you, I'm just carried away. But the other thing
Yes.
is,
Mm-hmm.
I've been having a little thing like the hemorrhoids thing, and I want to know what I can do with it. It's not painful or bad, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't like it.
Mm-hmm. Well, a
So
couple of
is it?
things. Yeah, sure, sure. Remember, with hemorrhoids, it definitely comes from straining. So it's constipation, definitely constipation, but straining.
Hmm.
We say don't stress, or push. It's almost
Hmm.
as we were taught as like a sock turning inside out,
Mm-hmm.
and that can be
That's
a
what it feels
problem.
like too.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
That's right.
I got you, got you. So one of the things that we use to bring that down, of course, we get the bowels back in order. You cleanse every change of seasons, and then that's
Hmm.
mean with the colon cleanse and parasite cleanses, we start to move the system. Aloe vera gel starts off very well with that. Aloe vera gel. Say not to diagnose,
Okay.
treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for the soul. We start with aloe
Right.
vera gel. I would start with about 2 to 3 tablespoons is traditionally used, and that's always a pre as before you eat. Okay. Now, as far as what brings down swelling with hemorrhoids, there's a few different variations. There's inside, there's outside, and there's some on the rim of the anus or the rectum. So what you want to
Hmm.
do is you actually can use witch hazel. Witch
Hmm.
hazel will bring down inflammation almost immediately. That makes
Okay.
it bearable. Some people, if you've had hemorrhoids before, you know that sometimes they can flare up where you can't even sit down and you
Hmm.
can't function, and it's almost like you feel like totally to directly to the brain because it's from the coccyx of the tailbone all the way up to your head. You kind of feel it. You say, "What is going
Hmm.
on?" So it's kind of it can be painful. So things like the aloe vera gel, things like the any type of uh, witch hazel. You'll also see Tux pads. You notice that the hemorrhoid creams
Yeah.
have they have a witch hazel actually included in there. Now, there
Mhm.
are some herbal versions of this also that can be found online, but those are the things that you want to do to reduce pain almost immediately on contact. Now, say all that to say, also, don't forget the sitz bath. Okay, the sitz bath.
Oh,
Yes,
I
yes,
remember
okay.
the
yes,
sitz bath. Y'all remember the
yes.
Yes,
sitz
Yes,
bath, right?
yes, yes,
Yep.
yes.
Yes. Don't forget about the sitz bath. The sitz bath is something that's it's very comfortable. It can really reduce a lot of that inflammation, and it sits right over your toilet. Everybody know what a sitz bath is?
Yeah,
Yep.
you sit in
Who don't know
in the
what a
warm
sitz
water.
bath
I
is?
remember for
I can't
I
sitting
don't.
remember
after
what
you
to
have a
put in it.
baby.
I don't.
Okay, good. Let me show you what the sitz bath looks like, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
how it functions and how it works. Maybe I can even do this. Maybe I can find a little video. How about that, y'all? Let me see if I can
Dr.
find it.
Paul,
Yes.
Dr. Paul,
Yes.
if any of these ladies had a baby, they know what a sitz bath
Yep.
is
Hallelujah.
because
That you got
they
that right.
Hey, but
had
so
it
talk
all
to
the
Yes.
the
time
brothers. We don't know
hospitals.
jack about
Yeah,
that.
that's right. So this is really a man's conversation.
He's gonna tell you because
Gotta
it's
have
not
brothers
just
gotta
a
know that.
female problem.
Yeah. And
Right.
that's also,
They are
believe it or
so
not,
soothing.
that's why when you go to the pharmacy and you see the witch hazel that's in there,
Mhm.
you know that's the main reason why the witch hazel is still there, because it brings the cervix back into position after
Mhm.
birth, childbirth.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
here, I want to show you what it looks like.
Please do.
And make sure you go on mute. Everybody on mute. Everybody on mute. Who is that? Mute. Neetha. I think that's you.
That's
Yeah, I
yeah. There
got
you
you. I
go.
got you. I got you. I think you went back on. I got you. Yeah, there you go. All right. Here is. Let me just do this. How about this, Big B? I'm gonna show you what a sitz bath looks like. And this is very. Let me tell you, it's gonna be your best friend if you got hemorrhoids.
Oh, it's very
It's gonna be your
comfortable.
best friend. I'm saying.
Mm.
That's what you be saying when he.
Listen, help
That's
a
what
brother
you
out.
sound. That's what it sounds like
Uh-oh,
right
look
here.
out, brother. See, there you go. There you
Okay.
go, brothers.
So here, let me just put this on.
Answer a few common questions about sitz baths, including what they are and how to use them. A sitz bath is a bath used to relieve pain in the bottom and genital area caused by hemorrhoids, anal fissures, rectal surgery, uterine cramps, prostate, or vaginal discomfort. Now, let's go over how to set up a toilet or commode sitz bath. For this example, we're using the Drive Medical sitz bath. The first thing you should do when receiving your sitz bath is lay out and inspect all of the pieces. In this model, you have the choice of running your water hose through the front or rear of the sitz bath, allowing you to find the perfect angle to help aid in your discomfort. Once you insert the water nozzle, attach it to the clip located at the bottom of the basin. Ensure that the hole is pointed straight up. When filling your water bag, make sure the flow clip is in the off position. You can add salt, vinegar, or baking soda to the water if needed. Then, find your desired water temperature and fill the bag.
Yeah, that's important.
You
That
should use
temperature.
your sitz bath
Yes,
for
it
about
is.
15 to 20 minutes or until the water cools off. It's a good idea to double check the seal at the top to avoid any unwanted leaks. Once you have your bag filled, place it on the counter or another surface that is higher than your toilet or commode. You can then adjust your flow clip and the water nozzle to make sure you have the right angle. And that's it. You're ready to use your sitz bath. If you want to learn more about sitz baths or get one for yourself, check out our selection at halohealthcare.com. Let us know if you enjoyed this video by dropping a comment in the section below and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks.
All
See
right.
how
All
simple
right.
that
So
is,
y'all
brothers.
got
Come
it?
on now.
So you
They're
got it?
inexpensive too. They're inexpensive.
Yeah, they're very inexpensive. You can go right to your pharmacy and grab those.
And also,
what
Dr.
the
Paul, for people who sometimes say they can't use it or they couldn't get it back in the day, we would just use a squirt bottle
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
put same solution in there and just squirt it in the right spot.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So the key is that witch hazel works very much because it's an astringent. You know, there's a few astringents. Witch hazel is one. Another one is wild alum. Wild alum, ALUM. And the third one is shepherd's purse. Now, this is also good for men with prostate issues. Prostate, we talked about the prostate. We're going to talk about that. But definitely this is for pain in those areas, fissures, all those different things that can cause swelling or rectum issues. So sitz bath, that's it. Any questions anybody have on that? Okay. All right.
How
Okay.
long should you sit for prostate?
As long as it feels good.
Yeah,
Jay.
they should get a book
Jay, as
it's
long as
time
you're
to read.
happy,
I'm gonna
brother.
tell you. Now, it's also good for hernias. Yes, hernias. Yes, hernias. It can help with hernias also. Of course, when we dealing with hernias, you want to draw it in. It's a protrusion of the area of breaking the area of the, inguinal, which is the lower part, and can also be hiatal sometimes, but most of the inguinal versions can be helped with sitz baths also. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right. Any questions in that? If not, anyone else have a testimony or anything? Thank you, Queen. Let's give Queen one more hand. Let's give her a hand over there. Thank you,
That's
Queen.
right. Always,
Hopefully
always.
that helps you.
Queen keeps us
With
on
the
point.
testimony. Thank you for that
Thank you.
testimony. Yes,
Blessings.
yes.
God bless.
All
God bless
right.
you now. All right. All right. Anyone
Okay. Anybody else for the
Anybody
testimony?
else? Any testimony? If not, we can go right to line.
I
It's
don't have
about
a testimony, but I got some information.
Okay.
You were just speaking about the sitz bath. I went today to the Goodwill medical equipment. They got sitz baths in there. They're cheap, so you don't have to pay top dollar like CVS or somewhere else.
And where was that again?
This is in Belmar, New Jersey, 300 Benango Boulevard. And if anyone wants the information, they're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and Saturday, 9 to 1 p.m. So there might be,
Makes a
this
lot
is
of
for New
sense.
Jersey, so there might be a Goodwill medical supply in Philly. They would just have to look around for it.
Okay, good information. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay. Is there
I just
anyone
want to
else have?
announce. I just want to announce, Grand
Mhm.
Rising, everyone,
Hey, Nitha.
that we did complete the second podcast. Bill, I, Dr. Clarenda, and Dr. Burke.
Oh,
Okay. Excellent.
Yes, it will be coming out, and I'm working on how to put it on YouTube. But for those who have sent me emails, I will be sending that out in the next couple of days. I'm going to be traveling tomorrow, so I'm going to be preparing tonight to
Okay.
get out of here.
Excellent.
But it was excellent, and it's on the kidneys.
Okay. Excellent. So can you do you want to give your number? What do you want to give them? Your email?
Yeah,
Whatever you want to share.
I can still put that in the chat, my phone number and my email. All you have to do is send it to me until we get everything set up where it'd be easier, because I'm working on getting an account with YouTube, and so you can go right to YouTube and see this.
Yeah,
Great.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see this one because
Neither,
definitely.
don't worry about it, Neither. What I'll do, since I have the video, I'll make sure that I put it in an email to you that you can put off to the side in a little bit of a box. So when you want to send it out to someone, you just go to that box, tab that, and just send it to anybody you want to without having to upload it all the time.
Yeah,
okay, good.
That's right. Yeah,
Okay.
you can just do a share link. You get a share
We'll
link.
just share it.
Once you get an official download spot, you can do a share link and then just link it and then send it out. And Big B, we can send it out also with the notes whenever we send out the transcripts. Okay.
Yep.
We send it out there.
you.
But
That's
I'm
what we
looking
did the
forward
last
to it.
time.
It was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. I
Yep.
definitely need that.
Yeah, thank you, Neitha. We appreciate you and Dr. Glenda and Dr. Burton. Yes, that's a incredible lineup there.
Yeah.
That's a family connection,
That's
y'all.
why we call them the professionals.
Hey, Doc,
Yeah,
I told
that's
myself
right.
I can't even imagine what that house was like. Their mom and dad probably want to beat all three of them with all that knowledge in their head.
They probably worked their way out of it though. They were like, let's see. You do this, you do
all of them
that.
from Philly, man. That's what's so crazy. Everybody from Philly.
Yeah, yeah.
All them
Yes,
smart
all
people
from
over there in
Philly.
Philly, man.
Okay, excellent,
All went to the
excellent,
same school,
excellent.
Yep,
elementary
yep, yep,
school,
yep, yep,
junior
yep.
high, and high school.
Yes, sir.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, we look forward to seeing that. Definitely.
Good.
Okay, let's see who else has a testimony, or else we're going to go to the lines. Anybody have a testimony you want to share? If not, we're going to go to the lines. And I say, who is first, Big B? I see Karam up there.
I want to
Cam's
say,
up there.
Dr. Paul,
Yes,
Singing on the choir.
this is
yes,
Viola. Dr. Paul, I just wanted to say something about the witch hazel, that
yes.
my husband did not use aftershave lotions. He used witch hazel and shea butter when he shaved his head, and he used
Mm,
witch hazel on his face all the time. So, witch
yeah.
hazel, we just don't have no idea about how important that is in our body.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
and excellent. Thank you,
Astringent.
thank you. Yes, excellent astringent. That's those astringent they draw in. So it's
Mm-hmm.
also good for hernias, anything that you want to tighten up. Tighten up the skin, y'all. That's what the witch hazel does. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All
Who
right,
else we
Doc.
had there, Big
Actually,
B?
Joyce Brown was there first, and then Karen.
Okay.
All right, Joyce,
Joyce?
you there? I see she's unmuted. Joyce, go right ahead.
Yes, hi everybody. Dr.
Hey,
Paul,
Joyce.
Hello.
hi. How often should I do Dr. Christopher's eye bright
You can do it as
formula?
often as you want to, at least once a day if you're having issues with cataracts and things like that. Just flushing the eye is important, but also feeding the eye. So that's the key. And to get the mucus, are you tearing at all? Do you notice that you're tearing in the morning? Do you see the crust in the eyes in the morning? Any of that?
No, I don't.
Yeah, so we got to get that moving, okay? So they're drying out. So a lot of that has a lot to do with also we talk about doing the eye massage. You remember the
Mm-hmm. The
meibomian?
Meibomian.
We
Mm-hmm.
move what's called the meibomian gland. It's a process of massaging the eyes forward. Okay. Now, when you do that on a regular basis, just get into a routine before you go to bed and first thing in the morning. Just get into a routine of that. That usually
Okay.
helps with getting the fluid back in the eye again. But it's also going back to high blood pressure. So remember, anything that's restriction, stay off the things that are dehydrating you. Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
would
Okay.
do eye wash you can do an eye wash almost like every night before you go to bed. Just do an eye wash.
Okay.
You
Mm-hmm.
got the eyeglass, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, yeah. And Dr. Christopher's is just it doesn't have to be eye wash. You can take Dr. Christopher's and put it in your green drink,
Mm-hmm.
and it can be just effective. I've had people that their eyes cleared and they had issues with cataracts or glaucoma, and it cleared with just putting it in their green drink. They didn't even wash the eye. Yep. So you don't have to always go to the eye. So if you're just washing, just take the eyeglass. I would start to put a good pH balanced water like the Crystal Geyser or any of the spring water bottle at the source and just wash the eye on a regular basis. Start to get the
Okay.
pollutants out of it and you'll start to recover. But, keep that pH up as much as possible and stay hydrated. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Good stuff, Joyce. Good hearing from you.
And Dr. Paul, let me make a quick comment. I have started seeing plastic eyeglasses. And don't use the plastic because some
That's
people
right.
say, well, it's convenient because I just use it and throw it away. Yeah, but you're introducing more microplastics directly into your brain.
You know what I'm thinking about? I was having the
They
conversation
saw
today.
something about plastics.
And we were talking about plastics, and people are like, we're really conscious now of plastics. But then I said, well, wait a minute. When did Tupperware come out? When did Tupperware come out? When did Tupperware come out, y'all? Do y'all remember? Was it
Back in the
70s?
50s.
Was this? It was the 50s?
In the
Was it
50s.
50s?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you got to say to yourself, how long have we been introduced to plastics? And, this has been something that's been a part of it. So we have to cleanse, y'all. This is why we say you got to cleanse. Get the stuff in, get it out. Cleanse every change of seasons. Got it? So do the best you can. So thank you. Yes, get an eyeglass. Don't get the plastic. Always an eyeglass.
They're
Or eyeglass
inexpensive.
cup, as
They're
Prophetess always gets on me about.
Hey,
A
wait.
glass cup.
Tupperware came out in 1946, y'all.
Woo!
Went public in 1940, but the first containers was in 1940, Dr. Paul.
And then you remember the Tupperware parties?
Yes, sir,
Tupperware
buddy.
parties. Yes. That was all the
remember?
rave.
That was the rave, Wow. So we go a long way from plastic, y'all. We've been getting it a long time. They found plastic at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah,
In the
man.
deepest part of the ocean, they found plastic. So we in trouble. We in trouble.
It was
So
a mel of a hess, man.
yes, yes. Okay, let's go to the next one. Who else we have?
Okay, Karam is next.
Karam is next. Brother Karam. Brother Karam, you there?
There we go.
Yes,
Yep, there he is.
Okay. What's going on, brother?
Oh man, you don't want to know, but I'm good. But they trying to stress me out down here, but I'm still going.
That looked like a cruise back there, man. Were you on a cruise? That's the KA side?
That was the weekend before last on Wonder of the Seas. Alpha
Yeah.
Psi
All right,
Fraternity
let's see if we can.
Incorporated.
Where can we find Karam? Where's Karam in there? Where's Karam in there? Where is he, y'all? Where is he?
In the lower left hand corner. I'm just kidding.
No, right smack in the center.
See that?
Right in the center. Right in the center. Where are you?
Center of the center, huh?
Right. Yeah, I can see his head. I can see his head because it's shining.
Yeah, if you zoom in, it starts to blur out.
Yeah.
Where are you, man?
I see him in the middle. See him right there in the middle.
Where?
It's good now to see it because it's shiny.
Yes.
Yeah, now that's right. Cover it up, man.
Yeah,
Come
I'm
on,
looking
leave him
Organization is
alone.
that,
Leave him
Karam?
Anyway, moving right along.
Karam,
Moving
what
right
organization-
along. Moving right
What
along.
organization
Take my
is
word
that?
for it. I'm in there.
Yes.
All right, let me get to my thing. Can you unhighlight me, please?
Yes. All right. I'm sorry.
No,
Yes.
and there's a reason why I did that. All right, I have two quick things.
Okay.
The second one is kind of humorous. Last week I mentioned I would mention something tonight. I had bees in my garage attic. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and they've been there for years, and I didn't know, but see I finally called out the bee extermination company. Can you see that?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Any honey?
Oh man, they were getting down to there, bro.
I had no idea. So they came out, they cut there, and saw that the hive there. There's the guy there going up.
Was there honey?
Are they bumblebees, wasp, or blackjack?
Man, they were bees.
Bees, real bees. Okay.
Yeah, bees.
Yeah. Wow.
This is what came out.
Wow.
They were busy. They were busy.
They were busy.
They were after you,
bees.
Karam.
They were busy. Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. So I'm sure what they did when they first came in, they're going to find the queen, right? They're going to find the queen, extract the queen, and usually they will follow the queen on out.
You mean the bees?
Yeah, the bees. Yep.
Well, he just went up there and started pulling out the hives or the hive and piece by piece, and using smoke and seal it up, and he had to use foam and seal it up because the next day I didn't put those pictures here.
Wow.
They kept trying to come back and get in there and whatnot, but finally they're gone.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's something else, man, and that's been going on for years. So I just wanted to mention that.
Yes. Now there are specific herbs that actually repel bees. I don't know if y'all know about that. Do y'all know about that?
No.
There's certain ones that you can actually get, and you may be able to get it in. Well, definitely the thieves oil does it. Okay, that repels bees. Yep. If you spray that on you, there ain't nothing come around you. Yep. So any of the mint family is gonna repel. Of course, eucalyptus. Eucalyptus does so much. Does so many things. Wormwood. Okay, wormwood. Thyme. Thyme is also a very good one. Very, very good.
We coming soon.
Thyme. Tyme. Thyme. I'm sorry. And of course, you got the lemon balm. Lemon balm's good. Basil. These are all things that you can make like a tea. You can steep the tea 3 to 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be all of them. It can just be one of these herbs. Rosemary, because these are the ones that are in the thieves oil. Lavender. Lavender repels bees. And also, when we say bees, we're talking about flies also. Flies, bees, mosquitoes. Those are the ones that are used for. Any of the marigold family. You know the marigold family? Y'all know about the marigolds, right?
No.
Okay. All of those, yeah.
I
Yeah,
plant marigolds in my garden.
Yep. That's used. That's why they sort of set those around, so that's really good for helping to keep things in order. So there's a lot of good ones out there. So just know that there are herbs that kind of keep things in balance. That's what this old plant kingdom does. It keeps things in order. So wow, I'm so glad you got rid of that out of there, buddy.
Yeah. So in relation to the herbs you just mentioned, that wouldn't have helped me with these in my.
Nah, you got a colony over there, bro.
Oh no,
Yeah,
exactly. So
yeah, they've been in there a few years. They've been working.
Yeah,
They've
and
been
I
in there working.
been spraying things and all, but
to be addicted.
Yeah,
I didn't know, but and still I start seeing other people on a next door app saying they had beehives in their roofs and all. And that's why I was like, wait a minute. All right, so finally it cost me some money to get that done, but at least it's done. And they don't. The company that I use they do not relocate the bees. They just exterminate.
They just take them out.
You know what they say though, Karen? I don't know if you heard about it, but what they're doing now is they're putting dragonflies, in those corners. They put dragonflies. Have you heard about that?
No.
The dragonflies? See,
No.
dragonflies, if you put a dragonfly, they got this one where you put a dragonfly in the corners of your house or wherever you have, if you have like a garage or somewhere where they can sneak in, because that's where they nest and they colonize in those areas. So they put the dragonfly in there on a little stem. It's like a little wire, and the wind blows and it just kind of moves like this. See, remember the dragonfly is an apex predator. That's an apex when in the insect kingdom. So anything that sees a dragonfly, it's going the other way. It's not going there. So if you might want to ask them about that, or you can go online. You can go right on Amazon and punch in dragonfly used for, I don't know what they would call them. They're actually called they're dragonflies for bees or for hornets nests and things like that. You can put it right in there.
Using those for yard art.
Yeah,
that's like the owls. The owl that people put up to keep birds away, woodpeckers, things like that. Something like that. Well, I will Google that after after I'm done, after you're done with me.
Okay.
Here. So the next thing, kind of humorous, about 3-4 weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, I heard you either on Saturday or Sunday, Word Radio. And a caller called in and you were talking, something came up and you said, oh, I used to be with Columbia Records and,
oh, wow.
and a record, I used to be producer and this, that, and that. So I'm listening to it and I go to YouTube.
Yes, there it is.
There it is.
Wow.
Well.
Oh, wow.
And the first name there, production, Paul Hopkins.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Something for nothing. Yep, that's it. Wow.
And here's the song.
Wow.
Wow. Yes, that is it. That is it. That was the release. Let me see that again. Wait a minute. Hold up. And this is online?
It's on YouTube.
Oh man, I better check. I got a check out there waiting for me. So I better check. Yes, this was right here. Elaine Monk. Elaine Monk was the niece of Thelonious Monk. You remember Thelonious Monk back in the day, of course. Yeah. And back in the day, I produced a record on that, and we actually charted on Billboard. It was Billboard release, and we hit on the Billboard charts and the dance charts. So yeah, it was an experience. But yeah, she's still singing. She was one of the Monk sisters in North Jersey that were very, very popular in the gospel scene. and she sort of spun out and did the dance thing and R&B. So we have an album that's out. Maybe I'll let y'all listen to it one day.
Man, see that?
I gotta go find it. I gotta go find it.
See that, Karen?
Yes.
He even fly all the time. Didn't want us to know.
Let y'all know who y'all dealing with.
Yeah, that was cool. That's cool, man. Man, I tell you, bro, I gotta watch you, man. You research over there.
Karen said he'll be playing. He knows what all the deal is.
I gotta watch it. Karen over there is that's intelligence over
That's
there.
right.
Man.
Karen said, don't be playing
Central
with me.
intelligence over there. Yes.
Hey, man, that's what I do. That's what I do. So that's it for me. I just
thank you, buddy. All right. Let's give Karen a hand over there for being on point with over there. Yeah, that's pretty good, brother.
Good research. Good job, Karen.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank you, Karen.
undercover agent.
Undercover agent.
He's an undercover brother. What can I say?
Undercover brother.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not telling anything.
Yeah. If you tell him, you might have to shoot him, right?
That's right. There you go.
You be out. Can't let you have it, man.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Doc.
Appreciate you, man. All right.
All right. Next up is LP, Dr. But you know what? Before LP comes on, I got a over here on Facebook. Got a shout out from Obama Higgins is with us. He's watching us over on Facebook, right?
Okay.
And Obama, and he says he made the comment that all Black people are not the same, don't have the same health issues, and he says, where are the freedom health? Is there freedom health information?
Freedom of health information, meaning what? I guess the question I would have.
Obama. I'm sorry. Oh, not Obama. Obama Hagen. Obama Hagen. Can you place it exactly what you mean? But then he asked you to call him, Dr. P, and I'll put the number in there for you.
Okay. Yeah. See, we have, of course, everybody's going to have different things. You know, everybody has different situations, and they have the right to choose the way you want to focus on your health. Now, here's the problem, though. We have a system that says that you pay health care. We have the highest rate of health care with the least amount of service. So with that being the case, we want, of course, I want to be able to pay into a system that makes sure that I can have a choice. So if I choose to be able to want to use my, what I put into the pot to actually do a holistic approach, that's my choice. It should be that. And that's why, a lot of the countries are around the world. We're at the UN doing what's called the Indigenous Peoples Act. That's part of the United Nations that says that you have the right to do whatever you want to do. You are autonomous and you have the right to, no one can tell you what to do with your body. So, yes, I would just explore that a little bit more, what the question was on that. But definitely you have the right to choose. Absolutely. It should never be anything where anybody has the right over your body. That's absolutely. It's, you have the right. Matter of fact, we have whenever you choose from the indigenous rights people, you have the right because you could say, I choose my religion or my practice of spirituality because if I break the skin, I increase the chances for infection. So I've defiled the temple. That's the key. That's why you have the right not to enter that. You have to have permission to do that. Or you give up your permission for somebody to do that. That's your choice. So I would ask a little bit more questions about that, but definitely. Yeah, shout out to Obona. Definitely Obona. I did get your message there, buddy. So I will reach out to you. Okay. Been a little busy lately on this side. Whew, lot going on, y'all. So, all right, who else we got there, buddy?
All right, man, we have Angel Lopez. She's a good evening, Dr. Paul. What is it called for the cataract? I just had an eye appointment at the ophthalmologist regarding my cataract. The doctor wants to schedule me for cataract surgery by the end of the year. I did have pressure in my eye, but my pressure is down to 21, which he says was good. Can you repeat what to take again for cataract and where it can be purchased?
Yeah. I mean, there's so many things with cataracts. We've unpacked that a lot of times here. Remember, cataracts is just mucus in the eye. Remember, folks used to call what, y'all?
Snot gnat.
That's all it is. Snot in your eye. So with that being the case, you gotta flush this out. This is mucus. Of course, your dietary has to change. This is what's causing it. It's going back to dietary. Mucus comes from mucus is the transient system for removing waste out of the body. So when it forms in your eye, that's a form of backed up waste that's trying to detox, but those vessels start to close. And when they close, they back up. Now you got the cataracts, and now you can't see. And then now the next thing is going to increase is pressure. That's glaucoma. So one problem causes the other. But what does it come back to? It's the fact that the vessels are not dilating. You got to dilate it. So it starts with washing the eye, get an eye cup that we just talked about. You can use a lot of things, but I would recommend if you're in the Philadelphia area, come on in and get an assessment. So I can put you on point. It's too many things to say in just a conversation of what can correct that, especially if you're down the road. If you're down the road and it's actually now become past preventive and now you got to do something, you got to physically move it. I would try to do something as soon as possible before your date comes up. But you can change your diet. So get your water right. Stay off the mucus-forming foods. No refined sugar, refined salt, refined oils, all those bad things we always talk about. Have it come on in. Definitely, I would say, give me a call because it's too much to cover when you're that far down the line. Yeah.
Right. Okay, one final one here on Facebook, and that'll get all of those, and we'll come back to here. Jojo says, what can I use for plantar fibromas on my feet?
What plantar?
Yes, plantar fibromas on my feet.
Fasciitis?
Probably fasciitis. Jojo, do you mean fasciitis as a part to fibromas? It's fibromas is what Jojo has, but it has to be fasciitis. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So it depends on the situation. I mean, everyone's situation is going to be different, and that's. When you have it could be the heel pain. It could be from, it's a lot of different ways. Each person's situation has to be different. It's the tissue band under there. Now that tissue band, woo, if you ever had one in the middle of the night and you step on something like I used to have toys. My son used to have toys.
Man,
I step on it.
Good Google Mooga.
Call everybody out. I call everybody.
Even if you're Christian, you start cussing. I didn't say that.
Yes, but again, this goes back to I'm going to press this button. You go into the fascia of, myo meaning muscle, fascial meaning tissue. It gets too tight. And a lot of that goes back to, believe it or not, dehydration. I'm gonna express it because it really tightens the skin. Also a deficiency in magnesium and potassium. Those are the things that we start to do. Now once you start to get hydration, then you start to do things like slant. You ever see a slant board? You ever seen a slant board?
Yes.
You ever seen a slant board? Slant boards are very good for plantar fasciitis. And slant boards, matter of fact, I just got one, matter of fact. Y'all want to see one? Y'all want to see one real quick? Big B, put me on. I'm going to show you one real quick. I got it right.
Okay. He's trying to find something over there. I think I figured, Lenita, just so you can hear, I think I sent you a note a few moments ago. I think I figured out a way to get the link to you.
Okay.
If you click into it, it takes you directly to it, and you can just download it from there.
I don't know if y'all can see this, but this is a slant board right here. See this right here? And let me do this. It actually works like this. See, it sits like this.
Right there. Back up just a bit, Doc.
Right here.
Right there. There you go. Okay.
Right there. Maybe I should just pull one up. And what you do is they're excellent for plantar fasciitis. Where you have it, you just actually on a slant, you can do many, many exercises that actually can help you stretch that out. I would do it very lightly, make sure you're hydrated. I can't stress it enough. You got to make sure you're hydrated. The biggest issue that I'm finding that people that have that they're seriously dehydrated. When you're seriously dehydrated, the body's going to pull the magnesium, potassium, and the water out of the muscle, and it's going to tighten up. It's going to knot up. It's going to gangulate like a ball of yarn, twist up like a knot. And then that's when people start to do the foot massages, and you got a knot under the foot. That's why it feels so good, because it's working that out. But if you're still dehydrated, once that starts to now settle, it's going to do what? If you're not drinking water, what's it going to do? It's going to knock back up again.
Knock back up, right.
So I would say definitely work on hydration first. Okay. That's what I would do. First thing is first. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I would look at that and then use a slant board.
Okay.
Yep, slant boards work really well.
All right, very good.
Mhm.
All right, Dr. P, LP
The
up on the phone.
slant board, what part of your body
You stand
put
on
the
them.
You
slant on?
stand
Oh,
on
you
it,
stand
Gloria.
on it. All right.
Yeah,
Thank
let me show. Let me show you too. Matter of fact, let me show you real quick. I can show you better. Slant board for plants. Here it is, right here. Just so that you can see what it looks like. And there's a lot of them out there, and you can do it for different reasons. So let me show you what one looks like. Let me know, Big B, if you got it right there,
Mm-hmm.
buddy. Is Dr. Lenny on still?
He
Dr. Lenny?
was.
I
He
know Doc
was.
was on.
Gone.
I think he just left.
Okay, got it.
Oh, not issue.
Because Dr. Lenny could talk about that a lot also. So here's some that are out here. You can get them. They're very inexpensive. They're not expensive at all. Like I said, I got one. I just picked one up, and they're excellent. I mean, it really helps you to stretch out. Your legs, your calves.
Mm-hmm.
All the way up to the body, the back, everything. Can you see it?
Yep. You got it right there, buddy.
These are slant boards. See right here? Can you see
Mm-hmm.
it, champ? Can y'all see it?
Yep, I can
You
see it.
stand on it like that.
Yeah.
See how the person's standing on there like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Got a whole
And you can
room of something.
adjust the height, lower. I would suggest lower heights, of course, to start off with, and then more advanced, you get higher, like this guy here is for his calf muscles. But there are different variations that go like here. But here you can see how this man is against the wall. You're trying to stretch out that. You're trying to get that incline. See, if you just do this, you can't get it. But the slant board does something that you can't do if you press against the board to a wall. This one gives you more insight. Now you can also
Wow.
turn the other way, and you turn in the other direction, and it goes into a different stretch. See, they have different colors. They're made out of different things. You see also they have balancing ones also, like this, where you can have it. Now there's the slant board that I have. It converts and flips over, so it becomes almost like a wobble table at the same time. See how you can address it this way?
Mm-hmm.
Got it? They're not expensive at all. See how it's only,
Yeah,
they're very
$18.
inexpensive. I think I paid $20, $25 for mine. And
So when that one is that person probably sitting and resting his feet like a foot lift?
mm-hmm. Yep. It's
Okay.
almost like, and then you can actually do squats and things like here. Like something like this one here. See how she's doing this right here? You can do squats there. There's a lot of different ways that you can exercise on it. There's actually a squat.
Nice.
It's like what they call slant board sort of exercise charts that they have. And slant board charts. Let me see one more thing. Let me punch in here. Slant board charts. Yeah, you can actually see diagrams and charts that are very good images. Let me see if I can find one. See how they here? See how this guy right here is on here? You can do a million different exercises with them, and I think they're all good. See right here, this is where if you have knee problems, if you have knee or if you've had issues, what you would start with, see how this gentleman is right here?
Mm-hmm.
You would stand on it just like this, but I would put 2 chairs on both sides, like the backs of each chair on both sides to support you. And then you would start to lower your knees as far as you can until you develop till you can go all the way down. This is how when people say I can't bend all the way down anymore, where you're going to be strengthening right in the knee areas here because it's the knee over foot. Got it? It's the knee over ankle right here. So you're with that angle, it helps you specifically train and strengthen those knees. So if you have issues where your knees are going out on you, you might want to get a little slant board and start slow. Okay? Start slow. See how this guy's doing here?
Mm-hmm.
You got it? So it's a lot of stuff out there. It's very, very popular online right now. Of course, if you have an Achilles tendon also, this is like repairing from an torn Achilles. If you ever had a torn Achilles or a ruptured tendon, any tendons in their ankles, things like that, meniscus tears, this is what you would start to do. See this person right here? Ooh, that's really getting into it right there. You see that? So that's just what we can look at. These are good spaces that you can get into and get those devices. Go on Amazon. They're all over Amazon right now. You can find them everywhere. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? She said it's called plantar fibroma. Dr. P says a benign, it's like a benign non-cancerous firm nodule that grows
it's
within the
right in the
plantar
arch.
fascia arch of the foot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
right
it
in the
grows in the
arch.
arch of the foot.
Yeah, you got something else going on there. So that's
So,
again,
Georgia, you might want to do a call in and do a consultation with Dr. Paul.
I would definitely start to do something. One thing that I would address that with is definitely the comfrey ointment. Okay. Massage therapy in that area and with comfrey ointment. Comfrey ointment really works really well. And you got to get hydrated, because if you start to have some kind of any type of fibrosis or anything happening, now it's starting to gangulate really bad. It can be very, very, it can get accelerated. So I would try to do something as, have somebody that can work that out with you. Do you have a PT or you have a massage therapist?
Jojo, do you have a massage therapist?
therapist?
Just put your answer in and I'll let Dr. Paul know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there was Lee Burgess that I had 2 meniscus tears. So Lee's had 2 meniscus tears, Dr. P.
Yeah. Yeah. That will help you. That will help you. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, she said no. No,
Yeah.
no. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely. You got to put that on your list. That's what
Put that on the
definitely want to
list.
get in. Yeah.
All
Because
right.
then, it can, you may get into a whole nother line of things. See, they can help you with that, working that out. And it's kind of hard to walk on. You can't walk on one side because it's going to be right under the foot, right in that area where you put all your weight on it.
Right.
Got a bubbles up like type thing. So you gotta kind of, each situation is going to be different.
Boy, it's amazing what water will do for the body.
Yeah, because that right on that lump, you're gonna get that pain right on that lump. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. All right, Kamara, then you're up next.
Oh, okay. Dr. Lenny's gone already, so Dr. Paul, you might be able to answer this. Is Dr. Lenny a structurally trained chiropractor? Biophysicist?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know. I never paid that much. I apologize. And he was a chiropractor or structurally trained, because I learned recently there's a big difference between the two.
Yeah, he's a chiropractor and also trained in myofascial release, which is very important. A lot of chiropractors are not trained in myofascial tissue work, or trigger point they call it, and he's one of rare ones. Yeah. That's why I work with doc and say, hey, I'm sending you a lot of people with a lot of these issues, because a lot of people are dehydrated and they have to be able to work those knots out. And if not, they're going to get, just like the last caller was saying, any type of fibro issues are going to start to get real. I mean, it can get worse. It's fibrotic tissue starts to get like knotted up. And it's just it's a big dehydration problem. It's a big dehydration problem. So just do the best you can. But yes, he's all the above.
Okay. Have people who have had cardiac issues, have you sent them to him for that?
Absolutely. Because a lot of the issues, especially the athletes, I've had a lot of athletes with having heart issues. And when we look at it, they came through. And remember, I can't stress it enough. You got to be hydrated before you start to get anything worked on. And Dr. Lenny always works on you. He'll have x-rays before he does anything anyway. So,
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right. In the chat, and then we'll come up to Summer.
Wait, you skipped me.
I skipped you. What you hiding?
LP, man.
You did LP. You dropped out, LP. Sorry about that, buddy.
LP, drummer man.
You dropped out. Come on, man.
I was just being cool, waiting for
LP,
my
I don't
chance.
see your hand up, buddy. I don't see your hand up.
That's right.
No, it was up.
It was up. Then he dropped out, and then he came back in. So
okay.
He was laying in the cut. So that's all right. Come on,
okay.
Okay. I just wanted to know, continuing on about the golden seal, the happy medium, and find the happy medium with taking blood pressure meds. like nifedipine and carvedilol.
Mm-hmm. You got to know your numbers. With anything, if you're doing herbs along with, managing your medications, remember, we always say separate, never do them at the same time, right? Always be
Oh,
transparent with your doctor. Remember, it's always 2 to 3 hours before or after, never at the same time. Got it?
okay.
Yeah. I think we had that conversation, though. Remember we talking about that?
No, I just
Yeah.
wanted to
Yeah.
be real clear about it.
Yeah, yeah. So when you're dealing with something like golden seal, see, golden seal is for infections in the system. It has always been known to deal, it's sort of like the layman's term herb. It deals with everything. It sort of cleanses every organ in the body. That's why it's got its name. Golden seal is the lore that it came from God, hand down to man during the bubonic plague. That's
Okay.
what it was. So you got God's golden energy straight from the angels of heaven, came down and gave that to us.
Mhm.
So it is very strong, very bitter, very good
Right.
for the liver, cleans the blood, but it also demands a lot of water. Got it?
Okay.
Demands a lot of water. That's why I was saying you got to come with that happy medium. When you're splitting the fence between taking medications and you're taking herbs, try to do them far away from the part. Make sure you're clear with your doctor, though. Make sure you're transparent about what you're doing. And that's why we say golden seal is a cleanse every change of seasons. Remember, you only take it
Yes.
for a certain period of time.
2 weeks.
Two,
And
one,
then,
two.
right.
2, 1, 2. Just remember 2, 1, 2.
hmm
Yeah, 2 weeks on, 1 week off, 2 weeks back on, quit it for a whole month. After you waited a month, then you repeat the cycle. Once you've done 2 cycles, then moving forward, cleanse every change of seasons.
Right.
Got it? So this is what we say. It is absolutely the herb of choice when it comes for getting the body totally cleansed. Okay.
Okay.
So when you're doing that, just understand it's going to demand a lot of water. So whenever you feel anything or if you're feeling nauseous or headachy, stop everything, drink water till the feeling goes away. That's usually what
Okay.
we do.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, I'll be 70 on Saturday.
Go
Come on,
ahead,
baby.
boy. Go ahead,
You still
boy.
you
Go
still a baby, LB. Come
ahead.
on. Come on,
Happy
LP.
birthday.
Shout out to
Wow, happy
LP.
Very
birthday. Happy
nice.
Everybody
birthday.
come
Oh
off mute
my
for
God, you
LP.
Happy
look
birthday.
good.
I
Happy
can't
birthday.
believe it. That's
Birthday.
pretty
Happy
wild, ain't it?
birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
Oh,
birthday.
man.
Happy
7
birthday.
more.
Happy birthday, LP in the house.
Hey,
All
70
right.
years old.
hey,
Yes.
LP, I stay on Dr. P all the time. Tell him, come on, grow up, be like me. Come on, be like
Yes.
me.
I got to be like y'all when I'm great. You know what I always tell people? I say, I'm a senior in training.
Well,
There you go.
hallelujah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Thank you
that's
very
great, man.
much. I appreciate
You
y'all.
got it, man.
Thank you,
Love,
LP.
love this
Appreciate
place,
you,
man.
buddy. All
Yes,
right.
sir, man.
I got something for you. Hold the brakes. I want to pump the
Okay.
brakes a little bit. I want to
Okay.
talk about, I got something I want to talk about. Remember, this is the change of seasons, right? Remember, I said there's nothing better to talk about than something for change of seasons. And there's this thing called the olfactory nerve. Write this down. Write this down. Olfactory. 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 Now, what is the olfactory nerve? It's the cranial nerve, and it's responsible for, write this down, smell detection, flavor perception, which means that this is what determines about 80% of what you taste and smell. Got it? And when people say, I can't smell nothing no more, you need an olfactory nerve reset. How about that? All right. And next one, did you know that the olfactory nerve, it triggers memory and emotions response. So you ever had smell something? You might have had, perfume. Brothers, y'all know sisters got a perfume that when you smell it, just kind of bring you back to the time
Hallelujah.
from the first time you were told no.
Man.
Sidebar.
That was good.
So
That
it
was
actually it triggers emotions,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
the smells do. It kind of takes you back to
Mm-hmm.
that moment. It doesn't have to be perfume. It could be cologne for the ladies. It could
Yeah,
be a
yeah,
certain
yeah.
smell of a house
Ladies
or
wear
something
perfume.
that's in a car or something. Something that triggers, guess what? Is correct. It's actually run by this thing called the olfactory nerve. It also is a direct connection to the brain's what's called the limbic system. So
Mm-hmm.
with this is what we need to reset after a while. Now, why do most people have to reset that, and why are you talking about it right now, Doc? Well, I'm glad you asked. What we're doing is because the change of seasons has everything to do with this. So, especially if you're someone that is still suffering, there's a certain amount of people that are still suffering from COVID-19,
Yeah, buddy.
actually losing their smell and taste. There's still people that come in my office every day or every week and they say, hey, you know what? Since I had COVID, I can't smell anymore. Food don't taste the same no more. Well, that goes back to this thing called the olfactory nerve. So what is it? It loss of smell. It's also, they have issues with distorted smells or something with somebody. You ever put something in front of somebody and you smell it, and then they say, you smell it, and they say it's something. You say, that don't smell like that to me. That's because some people have a distorted smell. That's right. Sending the signal to the brain is actually not what it's supposed to be. And then, of course, the last one is loss of taste. So, what do? The root causes of this is inflammation in the nasal tissue. That's what we're looking at. Inflammation in the nasal tissue can be fungus, it could be bacteria, it could be even virus. It can be damage to this olfactory, what's called the receptors that actually signal to the brain on what is this. Got it? So, also mucus congestion blocking those signals. How many people have one side of their nasal cavity that's always stopped up? Anybody know about that? You can go like this and mash one side and try to breathe, and you can't breathe on one side, or it's always like always stuck. Yep, that's what it is. This actually resets what's called the neural inflammation effect, signaling to the brain. So what do? We start to do what's called the reset. And when you reset, it clears the sinus passages. It stimulates this olfactory nerve. You know what? Let me give you an example of what you feel. Everybody has felt this olfactory nerve. You ever had something like really like a horseradish? You ever have a horseradish? Anybody have a horseradish and you
Oh yeah.
or like a wasabi and you take the
Wasabi.
wasabi and it goes straight to your head like woo.
Or the hot
Yes,
mustard. I
yes.
guess that
The
has it
hot
in there.
mustard has a
Oh my
horseradish in
God.
it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the olfactory nerve. That's your olfactory saying, whoa, wait a minute, too much. And that's the one that actually is actually being activated. So it stimulates the olfactory receptors, rebuilds that nerve signaling back to the brain, and restores your taste perception. So if you're someone that says, well, I can't taste anything anymore, all the food tastes bland, or I don't feel like I can't enjoy food anymore, it starts with the olfactory nerve. So I want to give you some herbs that we use. Write these down. And they're going to sound a whole lot like that thieves oil. How about that? So the first one is going to be that eucalyptus. Yep. Eucalyptus opens the airways. And eucalyptus is also antimicrobial. So that's why when it's in, what's the number one thing in eucalyptus is in, y'all? Come on. Everybody know it is in, right?
Vapor rub.
Vicks Vapor
Vicks
Rub.
Vapor Rub. Everybody know that.
Vapor.
Put some Vicks on your chest. You remember they took it when you were little, they used to take a whole mess of it
Isn't
and
that
throw
the
it on
truth?
your chest. So eucalyptus would be the first one. Second one would be peppermint. Okay, peppermint. Now, peppermint is also, it stimulates the nerve endings. It has a cooling effect. So any of the peppermint family, the peppermint, the spearmint, all the mint family, it cools. And remember, what cools actually is what? The parasympathetic stress, relaxes. So that stimulates and cools down the nerve endings that are in the olfactory nerves. Got it? Next one is lemon. Lemon or lemon balm. Now, lemon or lemon balm, because it detoxes, it's sharp. And this is what lemon actually, if I were to say how it really is effective, it sort of sharpens things. It sharpens the sensory response. So it makes it kind of like that. You just like it has the astringent properties. So it sort of tightens up the receptors. So it allows them to be very sharp. So lemon would be the next one. Fourth one would be cloves. Yeah, that's our cloves. You know, we love cloves over here, right, Neitha? We love cloves. Cloves are warming. And that if you're dealing with cloves, it stirs up heat and it allows you to increase circulation. It warms you up. Got it? And then the last one would be rosemary. Okay, rosemary. We use rosemary because that actually stimulates the brain. That also is a calmative, very good for nervous situations, high in magnesium. So it's very much calming effect. So what do? Well, you get these things called nasal, literally, like, matter of fact, let me pull it up. I did show y'all one time before what these look like.
Yes, they worked.
They really work. Olfactory.
Resetters, huh?
Reset. Yeah, these are essential oils. Okay. And what they come in, and they're like nasal. You can have them in nasal forms. Let me see if I can find one for you. And you can go right on, you can get the oils and just use the oils themselves, or they're actually, you can have the ones that go right into the nose. They have let me see if I can find some. Nasal. Let me see if I can find one. And it actually helps with the process of when you're starting to, the change of seasons. Anyone suffering from allergies right now? Any allergies?
Yes.
Yes.
Year round.
Yep. There you go. There you go. So here's one company here. Here's one company that I always put on. This is the one that I like. It's called Moxie, Moxe. Moxe. Let me see if I can find them. XE inhalers. They're little inhalers. And they're already set with the specific herbs already in them.
Okay.
Yep, they're already in here. I'm going to pull this aside so you can see it, Big B. Let me know when you can see it, okay?
You got it,
Pull
buddy.
this over the side. Just to give you an example. Got it, family? All right, hold on. Let me pull it over here. I did do this one time before, but I think it's more prevalent right now because people are having issues with allergens, and this will help you with your allergies at the same time. Okay, so Big B, I'm going to put it over here, boom, and take a look at that.
Gotcha.
See that?
Yep, that's it.
So these are the ones here. So there's other ones. There's extra strength. These are spearmint. Remember, any of the mint family. Cinnamon is also good. Menthol, which comes from a lot of eucalyptus. Mocha mint. They got winter mints. All of these are different ones, and you'll find these inhalers. Moxie is a good company, though. I would say shop around that type. They have different variations. Some people may find one that works better than others, so they can sell it in individual packs. So they have it in individual one. But this company right here, they're 100% pure essential oils. Okay, so this is what I would recommend. And this is going to clear out the sinuses. Also, it helps you with breathing. If you have something like chronic obstructive pulmonary issues, any congestion issues with breathing, excellent way to start to bring your breathing back into perspective. But it starts right now, y'all. It starts right now. Did you know that the pollen rates are starting to increase right now? Last thing I want to bring to your attention, make sure you download the app on your phone. It's called IQ Air. IQ Air. It's on your Android or your regular phone, IQ or your Apple phone. I want you to make sure that you download the IQ Air app. And let's see. I believe we can grab one of those too, Big B. IQ Air app. We've talked about it. Now, the IQ Air app is important because if you're experiencing any issue from dander or just the ragweed is in Philadelphia. If we're in Philadelphia, it's ragweed. That's the big one. Let me see
Yes,
here.
for days.
Yep. All right, let's see here. Ragweed. IQ Air. IQ Air. And we're going to go to that website. Here is, and like I said, you can download this air quality, and it sort of keeps you up to date. I'm going to move this over here, Big B. Let me know if you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if you can see that. And any questions, y'all write them down, okay? Write them down. Okay, can you see it?
There you go.
Okay, so here we go.
Roll it up so I can see it. It's
Yeah.
down.
See,
There.
this is
Okay.
why
Yep.
this
There
is
you go.
important. When you download this app on your phone, it's going to give you based on where you are. So here, for example, 7-day forecast, it'll give you the number. When it's green is good, yellow is caution, red is danger, purple is get out the way. Go
I know
run.
that's right.
That means run. So here are some of the things that they do. They do have air purifiers, but if you download the app, it actually gives you a quality map of everywhere in the world. See right here? And it'll tell you in real time where the places that are the worst right now. So right now, India is at 162. That is really bad. And you can see Indonesia, Pakistan. See right here? Here's the full list right here. If you want to see the full list.
Wow.
Where's the
See how they are?
US?
Now, here are the vulnerability areas. See these right here? So 0 to 50 would be considered good. And this is on your app. This will be on your phone. So it'll pull up on your phone. 57 to, or that 51 to 100 is considered moderate. Okay. You can take 101 to 150 would be considered unhealthy for sensitive groups. That's somebody with breathing issues. Definitely 151 over 200 is unhealthy. And like I said, if it turns purple, you better run. Very unhealthy. 301 plus is hazardous. So you can see where Delhi is right here. We can see where India is right there. They're at 162. Got it? So if we scroll down, let's see in the United States, where are we falling with the United States today? It probably has got to go way down here to find it because we're not that bad right now. The fires that are going on down in Florida and also here it is, New York. There's New York at 32 right now. So they're not too bad. Okay. But here's the good thing about it. I want to come out of here. Make sure you download that. That's called IQAir.com. Got it? The reason why I say that's important because you're going to see numbers start to rise this year. They already came out last week and said that we're going to have a really high forest fire year. They're already determined because everything is drying up. So with that, you're going to get those dust. They're going to get those particulates in the air. So with that, you can always get a heads up. With these apps also, one last thing, you can plug it in your phone and it GPSs where you live. So if something's coming your way, it's going to give you alert, Big B. Going to give you alert, let you know what's coming. So that's the way we check it out, especially if you're someone sensitive to air issues, you got breathing problems, maybe you're on a sleep app machine, all those things. Make sure you download that, okay? All right, that's all I had to give on that one, okay? All right, who else we have on there? Let's go to the lines again.
Okay, let's go to Summer. It's 8:59. We have 4 or 5 hands up. So
okay, that's
Summer.
Okay, mine will be fast.
Okay.
Dr. Paul, on your website, you have a detox for PFAs. And it's a lot of stuff on here. Do you sell that or does any herbal store sell that as a package?
Which one? Which one you looking at now?
The one is the per and polyfluoroalkyl. I think it's fluoroalkyl detox protocol for PFAs.
PFAS, yes.
PFAS, yeah.
Right. So remember, you don't have to do all of them.
So just one of those phases.
You got it. You got it. See, remember, PFAS is the particulates of plastic, but it falls under the same thing. The body says nothing new under the sun. You get a mobilizer, you get a binder, and then that'll pull it out. So you get something like a mobilizer would be like a burdock root, and then like a binder would be something like a zeolite or something like that actually binds, or a bentonite clay or something like that. Same thing. It does. Yeah.
One of each phase.
One mobilizer, one binder. That's why I gave you all the different ones on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See,
Okay,
we don't want to
gotcha.
do it. We don't want to do all of them. It's, these forever chemicals, they're going to be everywhere, y'all. They're just discovering. Like I said, Tupperware been around since when, Big B? The 40s?
40s, man. The 40s. Actually,
Dr.
sooner
Paul, I'm
the
still confused.
Tupperware and Rubbermaid.
Okay.
I'm still confused because it says you have all these phases. Phase 1 in the morning, phase 2 mid-morning,
Right.
phase
But
3 midday.
right, that's what I'm saying. Now this is your choice. I just gave you an example of what the phases are, but they're all same thing. They're mobilizing and binding. So you can choose to do that, but it doesn't have to be that complicated. Got it? I was giving this as an example of what's been used, and some people will use it in phases. If they're going through a serious one, you see these right here, these herbal things right here, like the glutathione, the vitamin C. You can buy all that in the herbal stores. You can buy those.
Right.
So
just pick
where were
one.
you at? You can just pick one. Yep,
Okay.
any one of those. Yep. So and that's the mobilizer for protection. You got it. Mid morning,
Okay.
you get an alkalization and mineral support. You got it.
Okay.
And then of
Okay.
course the midday, you're doing a detox enzyme support. Just one.
Okay.
That's all.
Just
Just
one.
doing
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I get it now.
Okay.
Okay. All
So
right. Thank
again,
you.
this is if you're someone that's concerned about plastics. I mean, it's everywhere. If we just do a cleanse every change of seasons, you got it covered.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. Cleanse every change of seasons. You should be good.
All right.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right, all right, Sherry, and then are we?
All
Sherry?
right.
You're there, Sherry.
Yes. Hi, family.
Hey, Sherry.
Dr. Paul, I've got one of those discs that I put on the back of my phone. Okay. I also my concern was, do I put it on the back of my phone or do I put it on the back of my case?
Either one.
Either
Yeah,
one.
either
You got
one.
it.
Yeah,
Or
either
do I
one.
put it on my phone and then have my case over it?
You can do either one. Either
See
one.
Oh, okay.
see the picture where I am on my phone? Right
Yep.
there, Sherry. That's on my case.
Yeah.
On the
So
back of
see.
my
Yep. So see mine right here. I have mine. This is my case right here. Got it?
Okay.
This is my case, but it's underneath my case right
Yeah.
here. There it is right there. Got it?
Okay.
So
See,
it
he
can
has
be
a
either
more
way.
flexible case.
Either
Right.
way,
Okay.
it depends on what kind of case you have.
Yeah.
But just as long as you have it on, it's usually the opposite side of your camera.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Opposite side of the camera. Yeah.
Thank you so very much.
You got
No
it.
problem.
All right.
Sure.
Okay,
Have a
Yvette, you're
good-
next. Yvette,
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Yvette, and then Katrina. Yvette, you
Somebody
there?
said, "Oh Lord." Somebody said, "Oh Lord."
Yvette. All right. Well, we go with Katrina, and then we'll come back to Yvette. Katrina,
Oh
you there?
Lord.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you made it. All right. Very
Yes,
good.
I am. Hey, family.
Hey.
I had put, how you doing, Dr. Paul? I had put a message, about a half hour ago, and I was just mentioning, and I had let Miss Vi know this earlier when we spoke, hence how I got invited to the family tree today. But I was diagnosed with systemic lupus and Sjogren's back in October. They put me on prednisone and Plaquenil. However, I recently stopped about a week ago because the medicine was making me feel pretty bad. Of course, I'm looking for ways to lower and get rid of inflammation, working on a slow parasite detox. I also did a water fast in October with my church, and I think that's what kind of what exacerbated it a bit. Maybe it's been lingering for some time, not really knowing. And just trying to get to the bottom and figure out, ways. Doctors keep saying that there is no cure for it. I believe in Jesus Christ, and I know that there is a cure.
Hallelujah.
So just trying to get to, just some ways how I can do this naturally and safely.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Whenever you're looking at lupus, autoimmune, we call it the wolf. The
Yes.
wolf.
Yep.
Okay, the wolf is actually, of course, flaring up and is sending signals that are throwing the body system and the autoimmune system is out. And it says attack you, but it's not attacking you.
Yeah.
It just means that we got to clean the blood. So anytime you see autoimmune, it means clean the blood. Got
Okay.
it? Clean the blood.
Gotcha.
Yep. Now you've been doing some good stuff though. But you got to do it on a level where you know where your pH is at all time. You got to raise the pH so that when you
Okay.
cleanse the system, your pH is high enough that it can start to be effective. So
Gotcha.
herbal cleanses. See, it's a way of we balance this out.
Okay.
We have liver cleanses specifically for that. Not your situation, but just not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease. That's food for the soul, y'all.
I got you.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
be. We use things like the red clover. Okay,
Okay.
red clover. We do things like the pau d'arco. Okay,
I've heard of that.
these are heavy hitters here. These are heavy hitters. They go in and they say, all right, where you at? Where you at?
Okay.
They go in looking for scavengers that are actually out of place. And it puts things in order, but they're binding and also they will pull it out and also reset the system. So
Yeah.
that's what I would say. You if you're in Philly, are you in you're down there in
I'm in Georgia, but there's a few herb shops, one that's like 10 minutes from my house.
right.
And she's aware of everything that I just mentioned to you. So she's been
Right.
like, hey, if you can
Okay.
find, a holistic doctor, someone, that you
Right.
can get more information from,
Right.
bring it back to me and I'll make sure you have the herbs that you need.
Okay. Now, here's what I would suggest, though. I would suggest a phone consultation so we can put you on point. Okay.
Of
Because
course.
definitely when you start to do this, your pH has to be spot on, which
Okay.
means that you got to know how to test your pH. When you test your pH, you take the saliva and the urine. We do what's called functional pH testing.
Okay.
Saliva and urine, get the pH strips, and you start to test yourself. And then from there, you can see where you are and raise that number so that when you start to take the herbs, number one is what, family? What is the number one thing she got to do? What does she have to do? She has to do what?
Get her water
Get her
right.
water
Drink
right.
Get
water.
that water right.
Water
That
right.
water
Okay.
Water
right.
right.
So water's got to be your first thing. What kind of water do you drink, by the way?
I drink filtered water. I'm still trying to work out to get spring water. I definitely want. We've been talking about the Kangen water machine. There's a
Yeah.
lady that does spring water with glass bottles. So I
Okay.
do have to go back and see her. But
So here's the key. Here's the key.
okay,
Little helpful point right here. You can start. You can start first thing tomorrow morning.
of
Get
course.
away from anything purified. Anything that says purified, filtered, reverse osmosis, and no distilled. Got it? Those are the
Okay.
waters you got to stay away from. Any water you want is spring water, but it's got to be found in its purest fine, deep in the earth, untouched by air. When they tap it at the source. So that's spring water, but it must say bottle at the source, not
Bottle
from
at
the
the source.
source.
Okay.
From the source can be the spigot.
I
We
know
don't want
that's
that
right.
water. It's got to be bottled at the source, deep in the earth, untouched by air. So when they tap it at the source. When you open the bottle, first time it touches air. So that's
Okay.
the water you really want to get right there. That's
Okay.
going to be game changer. I can't tell you how of a game changer that is. Now,
Okay.
Kangen water is good. Don't get me wrong. Kangen is good. But you remember now, Kangen water, I have a Kangen machine myself, but you should be mixing Kangen, not all Kangen. You may want to do something like a Kangen, but also you want to have a spring water also because
Oh,
Kangen machines use platinum plates, okay, to
Mm-hmm.
charge the water. And if you
okay.
don't have a good filter that's based on where you live, you should
Mm-hmm.
have a good filter that's fluoride and chlorine filter that's based on your area. And
Okay.
sometimes that can get a little bit complicated if you got to do a little bit of your research. But you can always go out and get a spring water bottle at the source. Now, where
Okay.
you have right down there where you are, you got the eternal water. That's close to Tennessee down there.
Eternal
Tennessee
water.
has eternal water. That's the Tennessee mountains right down there.
Okay.
Smoky
Eternal
Mountains,
water.
right down there, right down there. That's Tennessee. Now, Crystal Geyser does have one in the Blue Ridge Mountains down there also. But
Okay.
any spring water bottle at the source, Crystal Geyser is good. You know, you have the Eternal, you have Icelandic, you have
Okay. I've heard of
all the
that.
different ones. Yep. These Fiji and Avion are good also.
Okay.
Waiakia is good. You know, there's a lot of different ones. So spring
Aquapana,
water,
Spring Valley,
Aquapana. Yep.
Mountain Valley.
Mountain Valley. You got a lot of different ones out there. So just as long as the spring water bottle at the source, that's
At the
game
source.
changer. Because
Okay.
now when you take those herbs, that's going to be like activating it and it's going to move that stuff out of you. It'll bind to it, pull it out of you. But give me a call, okay? I'll look for your
Okay.
call.
I
Okay.
will do. Thanks, Dr. Paul.
Sure. You have my number?
Nope, but I'll take it.
Okay, 1-877
Mm-hmm.
377
377
2854.
2854. Perfect.
Right. And then make sure you're doing half your body weight in ounces in water. Got it?
Okay.
So take your weight, split it in half, and whatever that number is, divide that by 1 bottle of water. That'll tell me how many bottles of water you take a day. Got it?
Okay. I have
All
a
right.
40 ounce, like it's not copper, it's like
Steel?
metal.
Steel
Yeah,
lining?
yep, it's steel. And
Okay.
it's 40 ounces, so I drink 2 of those a day.
Okay. So you're doing 80 ounces. So it's just as long as it's half your body weight in ounces. Okay.
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 Perfect.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for joining us. Yes.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
All right.
Okay, buddy. No, let me see now. Oh, I guess she went away. So it's on us, buddy. We are at the end. Oh, by the way, Viola wanted to know about the blood type book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
Uh,
blood type. Eat for your blood type.
oh, is
Did
that
you
what it is?
forget me? I'm sorry.
Big B, you missed somebody? Is
Yes, it's
somebody else?
Aquay. It's Aquay. He
Oh,
always
okay,
calls me
Aqua.
Awu.
Aqua, you dropped out, so your hand dropped out. So shame
Because
on you.
it said put my hand down, so that's why I
Okay,
put my
no,
hand
that's
down.
all right. Okay, go ahead,
Okay.
Aqua.
Okay,
Go
my
ahead.
question. Peace, everyone.
Peace.
First, my question is: I've been getting reoccurring bouts of the norovirus, like at least once a month. Right now, I'm recovering from one. It hit me from nowhere on Saturday. I was just throwing up profusely, and I hadn't had anything in my system but fluids. I had an herbal beverage and water. That was it. And at 5 o'clock, it just hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, you got a bug. Yeah, you definitely got a bug.
Yeah. So, but I
You
keep
gotta watch. Here's what you gotta do. You get your water right first. Okay, get your water right first. Just like we were
Right.
just talking. What kind of water you drinking? You drinking the right water, right?
Uh-huh.
Which water you have?
I have Eternal and Crystal Geyser.
Okay, good. So you got the right water. Now we have to look at it could be either one of the few: bacterial, viral, fungal, or parasitic. Got it? So key thing is take the environment which they live in away from them. Got it? So no mucus forming foods. Nothing refined sugar, refined salt, refined oils, no dairy.
Right.
Got it? No dairy, no fermentation.
No fermentation.
Yeah, no fermentation. Any fermentation?
No, I'm on a vegan diet though, but I'm vegan and
Right. So no
let me see, haven't
kombucha,
had-
no kimchi. Got it?
No.
No apple cider vinegars.
Yeah. I pickle my cucumbers, but I hadn't had any in about a week.
Yeah, so you got to get off of that altogether. See, that spins the body acid. You got to stay away from all of that. Nothing fermented. Remember, fermentation is the waste byproduct of what it used to be. It's tearing down. It's destroyed. So you want to make sure only life begets life. So you got to let the body do what it has to do. Some things that you can do immediately would be a papaya. Okay, papaya, first thing in the morning. Also, you can actually have pineapple. The combination of papaya and pineapple together is a good way of resetting the stomach in the morning. I would absolutely take a little bit of the seeds. Sometimes you can take a little of the seeds and swallow the seeds. Take a little teaspoon of seeds, swallow the seeds. That kills parasites. Okay. Now, also, norovirus actually goes in, and like I say, it's a virus, but there's also bacteria variations of this. Anytime you see nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea, that's a direct sign that your body's telling you there's a foreign invader in the intestines. Send extra water to flush it out. So that's why the watery stool. So you know there's something still there. So things like elderberry would be good. Elderberry.
Okay.
And then also aloe vera gel. I would take a little aloe vera gel before every one of before you eat, 30 minutes before you eat. Okay. Now, do you have my parasite formula? Do you have my parasite formula?
No.
Okay, that would be a good start right there. The parasite
I
formula
ran
that I
out.
have.
I'm going to order it.
Yeah, that would be a good start right there. And in this case, your bowels are moving well, though, right?
My bowels are fine. It was just, but my stomach is still a little
something
queasy.
you catching.
I haven't eaten anything yet. I
Right.
was going to eat some mashed potatoes tonight because I'm
Right.
like, I'm
Now,
hungry.
anyway, I just want to stress one more thing to you. I'm going to tell you
Okay.
that a lot of vegan and vegetarians are coming through right now with the digestive issues. Got it?
Okay.
So you gotta watch. And I don't know where you shop on a regular basis, but be very, very careful because the spraying of the pesticides on the fruits and vegetables is messing with vegan and vegetarians more than anybody because
Okay.
that's your primary source, right?
Right.
So
Right.
no oatmeals, nothing thick, creamy, things that pour slow. You got to stay away from that stuff. Got it?
Right.
Thick, creamy, things that pour slow. Just watch,
Right.
and when you wash it, what do you wash your fruits and vegetables with?
I started washing it with sea salt. I just soak it in sea salt because I
Okay,
stopped using vinegar. I stopped using
right.
because
No vinegar. Right.
no
No vinegar.
vinegar, no baking soda.
Yep. Baking soda, aluminum free is actually the number one.
Okay.
Right
What
there.
about sea salt?
Sea salt is good, but baking soda just has
It's
a higher
better.
pH on it. Yep. It's
Okay.
going to see.
Okay.
Remember, the higher the pH, if you raise the
Right.
pH, bacteria, virus, fungus, sepsis can't live in that environment. So
Okay.
it wipes it out.
Okay.
So I would look at that. Any snacks that you're eating, it's just kind of going down the line. I'm sorry.
No, I don't eat anything sugary. Only
Okay. What
thing
do you
I'll
like?
eat is like cacao,
What do you
pure
eat
cacao.
what you eat cacao?
Yes. Once in a while. Once in a while. Not. I can have a bar in the refrigerator and stay there for a month or two. I just
Yeah,
take a little snip off.
yeah. I would just stay off of it right now. Just until you reset the gut. I would just kind
Right.
of
I'm
stay
not
off
eating
everything.
anything right now. Yes.
Yeah. What do you like a lot of? Last question. What do you like a lot of and you do it every day?
Every day?
Maybe something you do every day.
Coconut water?
Okay. Now, keep in mind now. Okay, is it the soft coconut containers or is it a tin can?
The soft ones.
Yeah, soft ones have been known to cause a little bit of the digestive issues. Fungus gets in them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with them. Get the cans or the
Okay. I'm sorry. The
glass.
water. They're in plastic bottles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So.
would see a lot of that. You got to be careful with that. Just watch it.
Okay.
What else you
Okay.
do? Anything else you do every day? What else you do? Any nuts? Any nuts?
Nuts. Yes. Nuts and
Which,
seeds.
Okay,
which
now
ones?
which ones?
Almonds.
Big B over there questioning.
Almonds.
Sorry about that.
Pistachios. What is the little teeny weeny ones?
Yeah. See how I'm probing y'all? Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this, right? I'm probing. This is
Yeah,
what
he
I'm
needs
doing.
to
I'm
be quiet.
probing. Yeah.
Almonds, pistachios, sunflower seeds.
Okay. See, now sometimes these cause issues with lectins. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Lectins, you got to be careful. Okay. We just I'm sure you're aware of all this stuff. But,
Yes.
when we're resetting, you got to kind of draw it all back. You got to reset.
Right.
No oatmeals and all that other stuff. Right.
Right. Because I don't
Right.
do oatmeal at all.
Right. So
Okay.
nuts and seeds, just make sure if you're doing nuts, no roasted nuts.
Right. Okay.
Got it? Because remember, they roast them in canola oil, and it's a whole nother bag goes with that.
Okay.
So watch the nuts. Walnuts fall on the acidic side.
Okay.
Okay, you want to have cashews, you have walnuts, hazelnuts, pecans fall on the acidic side. Okay, alkaline side is the almonds, the cashews, things like that. Okay.
Okay. Now and I do quinoa like just about every day, every other day.
Okay, see now you gotta just be careful of the grains, okay? Because sometimes that can be stirring you up. I would kind of just go raw right now. I would just go raw veggies right now just till it clears out.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. Since it started, I haven't eaten anything. Today will be the first day that I'm eating a boiled potato.
That papaya will work it. That papaya will work it out for you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Papaya.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually papaya or the yellow dragon fruit. Oh, I never mentioned that. Did I ever mention that to y'all? The yellow dragon fruit? Oh my goodness. And you know what? This thing is like got its own little internal watch. Literally, when you take a yellow dragon fruit, not the pink one, but the yellow one, and if you cut it in half, you can take a spoon and just start to scoop it out just like this and eat it. Literally, you'll start to go to the bathroom in less than 30 minutes.
Wow.
And I don't need that.
I heard that.
But sometimes you do need that. That's the problem. Sometimes
No, Dr. Paul.
you need.
Don't need that. Mm-mm.
She said,
No,
"Was that
Dr.
Joyce?"
Joyce,
Yeah, that's
don't need
Joyce.
that.
No.
Yeah,
Okay, Dr.
Joyce.
Paul. I'm
Yes.
sorry. What I did do was I made some wormwood tea
Yes.
and I made some ginger.
Okay.
I blended it up in my blender and I
Okay.
just been drinking that a
Can you
little
mute
bit.
yourself, Yvette? Thank
Yeah.
you.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and a little
Okay.
bit of green tea. So not
Yeah.
much of anything.
Yeah. So really it's something, is definitely something in there. Now
Uh-huh.
here's one last thing. I'm gonna give you one last thing and I wanna shut it down for you, okay?
Okay.
Now we gotta watch because there is a move of this thing called the flatworm. Y'all remember I did one on I think I did one on the other day. Did I do that on Saturday,
Saturday,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Maybe I was like, maybe did I do it? Yes or no? So much going on. But anyway, there is a specific and now right now say this 3 times. Uretrema pancreaticum.
Uretrema pancreatis.
Uretrema
Uretrema pancreaticum.
Oh,
And it's
pancreaticum.
affecting
Uretrema pancreaticum.
Pancreaticum.
Yeah, it's a fluke worm. It's the name. It's another name for fluke worm, and it's really making its track around, and
Need to
it's
tell them we mess it up.
going,
We can pronounce it.
and it messes with the gut. It gets in the gut. It becomes one thing. If it gets into your lungs, it becomes another thing. If it gets in your liver, it just starts to swings around to the bile duct, sort of sits there and sort of just feeds right there. So these things look like little leaves. So when you pass them, they look like little small leaves, like little seed leaves. That's what they look like. And they have in complete systems. If you punch this in, Uretrema pancreaticum, it actually has, you can see it, it's got an endocrine system. Oh my goodness. This thing
that's
is a
deep.
full organism. Yes. And it just sort of sits in your system and it starts to just feed off of you. It goes into the nervous system, and then that's what causes issues with the myelin sheath, multiple sclerosis, ALS, issues with anything that's autonomic.
Wow.
So wherever this thing goes, it causes those problems. Now, here's where the key part here you got to be careful of. It even invades the salads and the foods that we eat on the vegetarian table. Now, why? Because this specific one invades and it specifically deals with snails. And if you have a salad or something and you got some snails in there, you got to really clean it out because you don't want snails to get in there. You can pass this thing right into your digestive tract that way.
Wow.
I know it's a sneaky bugger. That's why I
Yeah,
talked
it is.
about it last week. It's a really nasty bugger right here. Now, what do? 3 herbs that you specifically have that's in my formula, and that's the wormwood, got it? The cloves, and the black walnut. That's your family right there. That destroys about 99.9% of all parasites right there. Those 3, just those 3.
Okay.
Got it. And then you got, of course, the garlic bulbs, all that. But it's all in my formula. If you go get the eliminator formula on my website, you can grab that. It'll have all of them in there. So
yeah, I'm ordering the whole thing this weekend.
yeah, I got you. I got
and I'm
you.
coming
But
to see you in June.
okay, looking forward to seeing you. Thank you for asking those questions. I wanted the family to see how we probe. This is how we probe. We kind of bounce around, do like a little mystery. We try to figure out what's going on, and that's how we figure out what's going on with individuals. We got to ask those questions. Yeah, thank you so much for participating.
All right, Dr. Paul, you know you'd be in trouble if Prophetess was here.
You know that's why I try to tell him.
Big B,
you gonna get whooped it.
See, Big B, you got me in trouble. See, Big B, I'm sorry.
I did.
Right.
Boy, you better get on. Here it is.
You're right.
We out, y'all. We out, y'all. We get beat up big time.
I'm gonna get beat up. I want to thank y'all for coming through and everybody for doing it. Yes, what was that?
Could you please repeat those 3 herbs you were talking about?
They're in the chat.
Sure. I'll say it real quick.
Oh, but no, she's on the phone. I'm sorry.
She's on the phone. Black walnut. Okay, black walnut, wormwood, and cloves. Those are your three. That's the family right there. Yep, that'll knock them all down. That family right there, you're going to find, if you go online and find out any of the top formulas for parasites, I bet you all three of them are going to be in there every time. Yep. Okay. All right.
Man.
Thank you. Appreciate
get out
y'all.
before Prophet sneaks in around the corner. You better watch out.
Prophet might be texting me right now saying, see, you still on, ain't you? Yep. I'm sorry, Prophet. All right, Big B, let's get us out of here and tell them how they can be part of the family tree. All right.
Of course, Dr. Paul. Guys, as always, in order to get a copy of tonight's chat, you got to do what? First of all, you got to send me an email. That email goes to mechavideo@gmail.com. Again, mechavideo@gmail.com. To support the family tree, you want to use my Cash App. That Cash App is $BILMORGAN. Again, $BILMORGAN. If you support us through Zelle, that bank ID is mechavideo@comcast.net. Again, mechavideo@comcast.net. And finally, there's our post office box in Mullica Hill. That P.O. Box is Bill Morgan P.O. Box 191, Mullica Hill, New Jersey 08062. Hey guys, bring your friends, bring your enemies, bring your friends, bring everybody right away to the family tree.
All right. Did
y'all
learn anything this evening? Put your hands together. Did you learn anything?
Yeah, where to get your music.
Jay trying to steal your playlist. That's what's up.
I didn't hear you. What did you say? What did they say?
Jay trying to steal your playlist. Where you get your music from?
Oh, where I get the music from?
Oh yeah, you got a playlist.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna send it through, but you're only gonna get it if you ask Big B over there for the transcript. How about that? All right, I want to send the link over there.
There you go, buddy. That's right.
All right.
That's a good idea for regular.
Yeah, that's good. All right, I want to thank everybody. Yes, we say we don't charge anything but with the real truth. Support us in keeping this going. Bring somebody next time so we can participate on the family tree. We say gather around the tree because guess what? Your health and healing begins with your family. So God bless y'all. But we want to give a thanks out for Big B over there. Host with the most, Big B, Bill 1L Morgan.
Yeah, buddy.
1L Morgan. All right. And I want to give Ruth over there. She probably stepped out. Ruth probably
she's stepped out. So we appreciate her much.
Yes, we thank Ruthie for also helping us with the typing. She's going to tell on us right there. She's going to tell Prophetess. I'm in trouble. We're in trouble. All right. God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And remember, if you're breathing, you got to shine. Thanks to the new folks that chimed in. Appreciate y'all. Shout out. Make sure y'all take advantage of the events that are happening in the ACAF.
I see you sneaking in the corner.
Hopefully see y'all over at ACAF.
Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Yep.
All right. Tap. Tap.
Queen Sutton.
Come on down. Oh, man. Karen found that old album. Look at that. He found my old album. Yeah.
He made a flyer out of it.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, man. I got to talk to you, man. You got to send me on that. Tap. I'll play that for y'all next week. How about that? I'll get the song ready. I'll play it for you. All right. Tap. Oh, this is a good groove right here. Right, Marcy? There you go. I hear them drums in there, Marcy. Yeah. Tap. On the inside.
I heard that.
All right, you should be doing this every day, y'all. Tap. This moves the lymphatic system. That's right. Moves that waste out of the body. Right, that's right. All right, breathe in.
Yep. Breathe out.
Breathe out. Good. Breathe in.
Yep. Doing 9 things.
Breathe out. I see you, Jay.
Yep.
Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. And shake it out. Take it out. Bring your head. You've been moving around a little bit. That's right. Come on, move your shoulders like Marcy. Go ahead, Marcy. Go ahead. You gotta move those shoulders, y'all. Yeah, there you go. All right. Gotta raise them up like this. Just raise them up like that. Yeah, just get it. There you go. There you go. Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what?
Get it, Car.
All right, let's get some energy going. That. Yep. Come on. Remember, this is a little energy bath. And rub it on down. Don't touch the stuff. That energy. There you go. Moving on down. Good. Move it down.